So it is Monday morning. You guys have all woken up. It is a beautiful, beautiful spring morning. It is just cold enough that if you're in the shade, you'll be nice and cool, but it's just warm enough that you can just take one step out into the sun and you're all warm. There's a really slight breeze. It is the perfect day if it wasn't Monday morning. Last night was a very big day for the town. There was a big uppity sports ball game. A whole bunch of stuff happened, and you guys can choose whether or not you guys were a part of the riot squad, like I had asked you guys about. But either way, you guys are all fully rested or in need of a lot of coffee. You guys have all woken up, and you've individually made your way up to the police station. You walk into the police station. It is a beautiful stone building with magical candelabras and sconces and everything lighted inside. You can see people are bustling. There's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of fantasy phone calls being made. Lots of people running back and forth. You guys walk up to the secretary, who you go to figure out what's going on for the day, and they say the boss man wants a meeting. So that means you all need to go upstairs and into the meeting room. As you guys pass the meeting room, on your right, there is a big bulletin board with the most wanted list of the top 10 fugitives at the time. And then on the left, there is a bulletin board of the missing children that have been reported to the police in the past few months. Do you guys care about that? Do you guys want to keep walking into the meeting room?
I'd like the names of the most wanted.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I didn't really put out a whole bunch of names. I can go ahead and say that you memorize them if you want, but there's two brothers who used to own a plumbing business who are now in charge of like mass extermination of gnolls. There's a few people. There's a dragonborn who has been doing magic and has been stealing people's sweet rolls. There is a female mage that has been rose to power for a while and hasn't been seen anymore. There's, kind of stuff like that. The occasional, trope, nothing too big that really pokes out, nothing that really takes your eye for a long time.
Stealing sweet cakes. That's a most wanted offense now. Interesting.
Any of them have rewards?
Yeah, I mean, they all have rewards of, 500, 1,000, maybe some up to like, 10,000 or so.
Is the biggest one?
I'd say the biggest one. The biggest one would probably be the two brothers with the Gnoll extinction, actually.
So Silas is going to walk up and snatch it off the wall and be like, Silas, can you say payday?
Can you say you're going to get me in even more trouble, brother?
Can you please put that back? I could make you a copy. And the secretary turns her head.
You can have the copy. This one's mine.
Fine. And she starts going back and like finding the copy of the original and goes to make another copy and put it back on the wall.
And he folds it up and puts it in his shirt.
Okay.
Core is going to actually, as she turns to look away, he's going to take the poster and put it into his pocket.
Which one?
The one with the Gnoll extinction.
I grabbed?
Oh, so you're gonna wait for her to put that one back and then grab the one she puts back on? Yeah, absolutely. And so this secretary with like half moon glasses with the little chain around the back, she kind of looks like the secretary off of Ghostbusters. She just looks at you over her eyes with this like just glare of, you're just doing this just to make my work even harder. And she just, what's her name?
Yeah, what's her name? We would know her name.
Let's say her name is Shirley.
Love you, Shirley.
It's just another manic Monday.
No, don't start with that, Silas.
I am always on that shit. I am never off that shit.
Make a performance check if you want to, with advantage, because Salas is kind of helping.
I'm not helping. I'm the opposite of helping.
That was the wrong one. I am not stabbing.
Whoa.
22.
22. She just looks at you and gives that little smirky sigh. It's just like, oh, it's just him again.
Yeah, I'm too pretty to be mad at.
And she just walks away. Maybe she's humming, maybe she's not. You don't know. She's too
Did
far
I
away.
at least take the poster?
Yes, you guys all get the poster if you would like it. Yes, absolutely.
Alright.
Just keep progressively, just keep ripping it off the wall.
No, I mean,
No,
I'm
I'm just gonna write on and saying like not allowed inside my restaurant. I'm gonna hang this on the wall somewhere.
Hey, so as you guys are done with that, you guys all walk into the meeting room. Let me show you the idea of what I'm thinking about. If you've ever seen L.A. Noire, there's a big room with a bunch of desks with the
Whoa, Blake, you're
walkway in the middle.
Look, Blake's hot.
Look, Blake's hot. What?
Yeah, his picture. Look at his picture.
Oh,
Oh no, he's hot!
All right, so you guys walk in. There's a walkway in the middle. There are, say, about maybe 8 tables or so, 2 rows of 4. One is on the side. It has a window, and you can look out and you can see part of the city. The other side is closer to the doors. In the back, there is a coffee pot or a fantasy coffee pot, something along those lines. Inside, there is already what looks like to be a human and a dwarf who are sitting together, kind of talking to themselves. There appears to be a jet black, midnight black tabaxi in one of the corners as well. If you guys want to walk in and describe yourselves and tell me where you guys sit.
So do we know these people? I'm assuming we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, they're all fellow cops and detectives and whatnot.
Okay,
Is
well,
the,
I mean,
is the
like,
Tabaxi Panther?
Yes, it is.
coming in, Salas would like greet all of them by name and be like, "Hi, boys." And she, I mean, you can see her picture. She's a Gorgon. She's got snakes that are constantly like getting into stuff. And I'd say right now she looks a little hungover, and like she's wearing the glasses from the other picture, like the pink ones, because she probably like got into it last night. And she's wearing like a bunch of like makeup and shit, but I don't think you can really see that.
And where do you sit?
She would sit in the back.
I would say Silas. He is a high elf, and he has just bright white hair that is long and flowing and gorgeous. He is also wearing a decent amount of makeup, especially like you can see in his picture. It's kind of like this white makeup that turns his lips the same kind of white, in contrast to his kind of creamier skin. He is wearing a kind of like a very deep necked shirt that's showing off his front, and the shirt itself has sparkly sequins all over it. And he is wearing leather pants, skinny leather pants, and kind of like those steel-toed boots. And he also has a keytar, very similar to the one that's on the picture, that's kind of pinkish purple with black and white keys on it, and he's got that slung around his back, and he's got a rapier on his hip. And for him, it's more like he is peacocking throughout the entire. He is peacocking through the room, and he just has like this very aloof smirk on his face as he hums to himself, and he follows Salas back and sits next to her and puts his feet up on the desk and leans back in the chair.
I would say their walk styles are almost complementary, like Silas is very much sachet and sway, whereas I feel like Silas is like strut.
Yep.
So who's taller?
We're the same
Nice.
height. We're
Yeah, I think we're the
Same
same
height.
height. We're twins.
identical twins, yeah, except male and female.
Except Medusa and
It's
uh,
a bird.
I know. Okay, so you both are sitting in the back. There's still 2 more seats in the back. Let's say the dwarf and the human have one of the tables over by the window. They're kind of sitting in the middle, and then Panther's kind of sitting on his own near the window at the front. So where is everybody else sitting?
Yeah, Bran's he's human. He's around in his 40s. He's already gone grey. But it's not like a white grey, it's a darker grey colour, and that's sort of tied back into a ponytail, midlife crisis style.
What kind of like 40-year-olds are we talking about? Jesus Christ.
And yeah, he'll be sitting front and centre. He's in his heavy armour, and you can see like the beads of sweat along his forehead because of the weather, but he's putting on the impression of he's not fussed, it's not bothering him, and his clothes and that underneath, it's all official looking, like he's here to do the job. Yeah, cupping both hands, cup of tea, just sipping away.
So are you actually in like full plate armor?
He is in chainmail.
Is chainmail? Okay, cool. So you're sitting in the front. You're
Yeah,
playing
front and
teacher's
center.
pet.
Yep.
Okay. The other 2 the other 2.
I guess. Well, Noel is or Core is a 7'6" tall Noel that wears scale armor that's covered over by an apron. He tries to put on a good wee smile, but it looks scary instead, due to him being a Noel. He looks buff with a warhammer strapped to his back and a holy symbol necklace that represents a storm cloud. He'll sit probably in the middle, maybe by himself.
Okay, and then Rust.
Rust is not wearing a shirt. He has like a strap just across his chest. That's mostly just for where his great axe would go. I mean, he has it with him. And then he's wearing like winter pants. I don't know what you would call it. Like Eskimos, I guess.
Oh, like ski pants?
Yeah.
I think it's more like those Russian dancer pants, like the really baggy ones.
And and he definitely has his hair tied back, and he's probably about 7 foot and super buff. And he's gonna go sit next to Panther, because that's the only person he knows.
Well, you know them all, but he might be the only one that you know like personally. But you guys all at least have a working relationship with each other.
I forgot to add
I want to restipulate as she comes in. Silas makes a point to greet everybody by name and like make a little connection with them.
And I forgot to mention that Silas is using prestidigitation to constantly make the air around him sparkle.
Okay. So you guys have a few seconds. The chief's not in the room yet, so you guys are just kind of waiting on him. You guys want to do anything?
Is it?
I pull out my guitar and start just tapping on the keys a little bit.
Is it almost anyone's birthday we need to plan for?
Do I need to roll for birthday?
Roll for birthday!
Everybody roll for birthday.
Don't know, what am I rolling?
Everybody roll a D100.
4.
37.
Yeah, Silas and I have the same one.
That's true.
969.
Okay, man, I was gonna say who had the highest one, but I can't move past that. Cora's birthday's tomorrow.
Her name is Cora.
Coratini or Coratilli? Coratuli.
Cortui.
Kati.
So I gotta tell you this because it's not actually showing up on her thing. Her name for me, like under the journal, is Core Crackfangs.
What? What?
What?
Okay.
Like her veins are just crack pipes?
I don't know.
Okay. You see like Salas imbibing what you would assume is some sort of like headache or a hangover cure. And she leans forward, and where's Kortui sitting?
He's in the middle, probably by himself.
So she leans forward, and who's directly in front of her?
That would be an empty desk.
Is there anybody like who's the next closest person that isn't Silas?
So
I was front and center as well, so I'd probably be next.
Oh yeah. It would be Brand. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, she'd lean forward and kind of whisper like, "Hey, did you get the card?"
I have a past perception of 18. I just want to know if my character can catch that.
Oh, was that directed to me?
Yes.
He's gonna look back and be like, just sort of shrugging his shoulders, like he hasn't been informed of this card.
She's gonna roll her eyes and be like, "Well, it's a good thing I was in charge of the cake."
In charge of again?
Nothing, brother. You and I both know anything you're in charge of doesn't get done.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, we just had...
Fabulous the weather is!
Yeah, great weather.
She puts her hand on over Silas's mouth and is like, "Oh, we just have an undercover operation tomorrow, so we had to do some planning for
What
it."
are you talking about, Cake?
Yeah, for the undercover operation.
Cake is great.
It's in a bakery.
See, he's
We're cake
already
delivery people.
Well, no, we're performing at a child's birthday party. I have to do an assassination, so Silas is going to be the clown.
It's a child's birthday.
You instantly see Core have the saddest face on, like, has a really bad sad face.
She's gonna be like, "Yeah, we got the cake from that bakery that you recommended, so thank you for that."
You didn't invite me to cook.
Well, no, because the baker's gonna be implicated in the murder.
You're poisoning the cake?
Yes.
Damn it! Then how are we gonna eat
Well,
the
that's why
cake?
you're the clown.
I am the what now?
That's why you're the clown. I told you to stop getting into my colored lotion, and she gestures at his face.
Look stunning. Thank you very much.
You don't even know what half of my stuff does, and you just use it. Like, that stuff's expensive.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Okay.
Wanted to make a L'Oreal joke, but L'Oreal doesn't exist.
Sure it does. Why not? And she's gonna lean forward and kind of whisper in his ear, "That's not what you said when you accidentally used my flame lipstick on your
And at that point,
you can't just leave anything alone. Bring shit up.
At that point, the big guy comes in, is a big, hulking, lumbering, 7 foot tall, thinking of the word.
Goliath.
Yeah, Goliath. Thank you. We'll make it a Goliath. So he walks in. All right, sit down. And you look at him. He has his uniform on. It's not exactly as pristine as it probably should be. He looks really tired. He is holding a pretty large size coffee cup in his hand that frankly looks like it's been used a lot. Like he looks like he's had a bad night.
Hey, question.
And
how does the
What's
coffee cup get used?
I mean, like, you know how they have the little folds on the ends, like a paper coffee cup? I'm not talking about like a styrofoam, like a paper coffee cup.
No, I thought you meant a
That's like
ceramic one, and I was like, "Excuse the fuck out of me."
no. It's a paper coffee cup.
Okay.
All right. So he walks up to the little podium. He puts his little folder down and he goes, all right. Happy Monday and whatever the hell. We got a lot of shit to do today, so let's go ahead and get it done. First order of business. And he looks over at the elf and the human. You two, McCluskey, Carbon, I need you guys to go downtown and escort our sports ball team out of town. They're getting out of here. They got a parade and all that stuff. You're in charge of getting all that done. Just get them out of town. Keep them out of my hair. Don't let any more stuff get broken, all right? And the two kind of look kind of excited, like they're about to go meet some celebrities and kind of get up, get their stuff, and walk out the door. He then looks over at Panther and goes, I've been getting phone calls all weekend from Miss McGillicuddy trying to figure out where her husband is. She keeps blabbering on about him finding some mask or gem or something. I don't know. I don't care. Just get her to stop calling me, all right? Go find out where her husband is and who he's shacking up with. I don't care. Whatever. Just get her to stop calling me, all right? And then Panther gets up, grabs his stuff, and walks out of the room. So right now, the only people that are left are you five. So he looks at all of you kind of one by one and goes, okay. Now, for you guys, I've got a pretty important mission. I need you guys to enact a search warrant for me. Now, notice the operative word I put in here is search warrant. You guys will understand here for a second. You guys all know that we've been having a lot of influx of dragon skin in this city, and dragon skin is the fantasy equivalent of crystal meth. We haven't been able to figure out where it's coming from, how it's being brought in, how it's being distributed, or anything like that. And the fact that we haven't seen anything come in pretty clearly indicates that it's being produced in the town. Now, there are only a few people that would have any sort of idea how to do this. And we're starting to get some information that maybe it's a particular place. So your job is to enact a search warrant, not an arrest warrant, a search warrant, and to search this place for any evidence of what we're talking about here.
If we find evidence, we can't arrest anybody?
Well, obviously, you guys have proof. What is it? Probable cause? Yeah, I mean, if there's probable cause, yeah, go ahead. I mean, I'm not going to say you can't arrest him, but here's the thing, though. This is what makes this a little sketchy. This search warrant is for Norwood, Tanglespur, and Gwendolyn. Yeah, those people, the ones that own Norwoods. Yeah. And you guys would know that this is the big adventurers retailer shop in the middle of downtown. Like, it's half arms dealer or like arms shop, and it's also halfway a like apothecary, that kind of place. It pretty much supplies everything that an adventurer needs, and they also supply a lot of things for the police. And so, as you guys know,
Salas
these
would lean
guys
forward and be like, it seems to me like, I mean, you don't want to go pissing off the big boys, right? So you can always execute the search warrant later. But what if we, I don't know, got in there under other pretenses?
You want to let me finish?
All
Or
right.
do you want to be up here? And he kind of steps away from the podium and kind of points to it. You want to do it?
I do.
Or
Yeah.
do you... Sit down, Silas.
Oh.
You never let me have any fun. Worse than your mother.
Now, if you would have let me finished, let me go ahead and do that. So, we have reason to believe that they at least have information about this if they're not the ones doing it themselves. But they're also very big pro-police advocates in this city. If we go after them in any sort of disrespectful way or have any sort of incident in there that we are not in control of, this can be really, 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 really bad. So your job is to be respectful and be cordial and to enact this search warrant and see if there's anything you can find. Now, if our information is correct, and if you're able to get the information, and if you can get evidence, and if there is a reason to arrest them then you have my permission to do so. But you guys need to understand, and he kind of points over in a corner where an empty chair is, where you guys know is the normal sitting spot for Wachowski. Wachowski messed up the last one, and he's on administrative leave now. Don't make me put you guys there too. Any questions?
Yes. We're looking for evidence of either creating it or enough of it to be considered distributing it. Yes.
Correct.
What's the current standing if we find a small amount on them which they could claim for personal use?
I mean,
Illegal, isn't it?
right now,
Are we going
Yes.
with warnings on that small amount, or is it still arrest?
I'm going to leave it up to you guys' judgment. I don't care about arresting users. Yes, the mayor wants to get rid of it. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I don't care about arresting users. I care about arresting distributors and makers, cooks. I don't care about arresting users.
Understood.
Anything else? We capiche? We good? Now get out of here. I'm going back to bed. I've been up all night because none of you guys helped me with this stupid riot crap. Just go do your job. I'm going to bed. And he
Didn't
kind
get
of
the
grabs
memo.
his stuff with his coffee and kind of walks out the door.
I lean over and I whisper to Salas, "Oh, I helped with the riot, all right, just on a different side."
She sighs and she's like, "Oh, brother, you know we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you."
Brand's gonna stand up and sort of move back towards Silas, leaning in. Why were you asking me about the card? Yes, I've signed the card, but he sat right there. He could have heard you. And he did hear you.
I mean, you don't know that.
He asked about the cake you mentioned.
As she's talking to you, like, how close are you to her?
Oh, like he's like got up from his desk to turn around to sort of lean in towards you guys to try and keep it quiet.
Is he, like, in terms of how much distance between them, how much is there?
Oh, he's probably just opposite your side, opposite your desk, like right up towards it. Not in an intimidating way. He's just trying to keep it on the down low.
In like
Okay,
2 or 3 feet.
So her snakes are like leaning towards you and kind of like creating almost like a tunnel so that like what you're saying is like kind of being funneled. And she's like, "Listen, I know what I'm doing, so just get the card and make sure they're at the location at the appropriate time, and I'll handle the rest."
All right. I trust you. Kind of.
She rolls her eyes and her snakes draw back and she like pats them, and then she stands and she's like, "All right, let's go shake down the rich and powerful."
Russ is at wherever he's sitting. He is making a homemade birthday card with just pieces of paper.
I would
Aw.
say or have-
How do you always make cinnamon bun?
Are you Tobin?
like
I
seriously,
think,
you made an orc barbarian and he's still a cinnamon bun.
But he's a dumb cinnamon bun with -2
The
intelligence.
best
Or
cinnamon bun.
-1.
Are some of the R's backwards? Is it like
Yes.
BIRFDAY?
Is it Harpy birthday?
Yes.
Harpy
And there
birthday?
are some of the words that he heard from the briefing because he got confused.
He was writing on the brief.
Arrest.
I
Happy birthday.
want-
Hope you don't get arrested for meth.
Happy arrest day.
my character left the room as soon
Okay,
as
well-
the captain said leave.
Yeah, obviously you guys are working together on this. I mean, you guys can choose to do separate things if you want to, but this is obviously a collective assignment that you've all been given to do.
Salas steps forward and says, "Listen, it's like I always say, first impressions matter. So you can always be nice first and mean later. You can't be mean first and then nice later. So let's go with the sneaky approach first, okay? For once, please.
You're going to be dressing up as someone else again.
Listen, you know what? I don't like the judgment in your tone, Okay.
It wasn't a judgment. It was a question.
I helped you with that case. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I mean, it's not my fault that the warrant said dead or alive. It didn't say that they had to be alive. So
Alive is preferable.
yeah, most of the time. But if you want to get the case done, that's what I'm saying.
So what's your plan?
Well,
Oh, wait. Where's Korotu? Is he gone? I'm gonna stick my head out the door. I'm gonna shout for Korotu to come back to plan.
He's probably looking at the posters again and just turns and he goes back.
Yeah, we don't need those posters yet. We got this.
He
job.
already took all the
We'll keep
posters.
an eye out. Took them all. Is that another copy of the Kobold one as
No,
well?
he took the other. He took the other posters.
There's actually now 7 of them.
He took all of them.
she's gonna say, okay, so what information do we have in terms of intelligence about our targets here?
They supply us. They support us.
Okay, that's not what I mean. I mean personally. Do we have
Don't-
any information that could be usable? Does somebody like to play the back nine? Is somebody unfaithful? These are the kinds of things we need to know.
Music
Can
to
we
the
do a
right. Do they have
history
any hot
check?
kids?
All right.
If you get-
Dallas,
If you guys want to make, if 2 of you want to make a history check, or 1 of you with advantage.
Good job, Rust. No more.
Okay, 1 more.
I haven't got the
Anyway.
intelligence.
I haven't
Ma-
either.
Me
No,
either.
Oh, I need to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we just say
Fully
Russ got advantage?
16.
Fully
16.
balanced party right here.
16.
Okay, so Sal's got a 16. Okay, so you would know that Norwood Tanglespore and Grinda Lane are like this little power couple of a dwarf and a half-elf that run this store. They kind of, they moved in maybe about, maybe 6 or 10 years ago or something like that. And they've been pretty much model citizens ever since. They're not very visible, they're not like flashy or showboaty. If they are rich, nobody really knows. I mean,
Lame.
everybody really knows is that, like, they've got the store in the front, and then they probably like live in the other half of the store that they have locked off for themselves.
All right, so here's the
Now,
gist.
what does Russ
There-
know
But
with
that's
his
not
form?
the kind of information I'm looking for.
Well, what are you looking for then?
I want to know if he's susceptible to seduction.
I mean, their relationship is very well publicized.
Like,
I'd
does
say
he-
with the 6.
Has he
Yeah.
been in the fantasy tabloids with like other women?
Any scandals?
Yes.
No, his background's pretty clean. Like I said, he's not very visible. All you guys really know is that they both have business ventures that sort of kind of went together, and they were business partners and lovers, and that all sort of just kind of combined into the life that they have now. You don't really know of anything outside of that relationship, no.
So no blackmail material whatsoever.
I mean, not that you can find. I mean, I asked you guys if you have like contacts or anything like that. If there's ventures you want to go pursue, you can certainly do that, but you don't know of anything right now.
Okay.
Might
Then,
be
yeah,
contacts
I
within
would.
the entertainment area.
I think if anyone, I mean, that's kind of like my deal. So, Salas would be like, let me talk to some people and see what I can find out.
Ugh. Have fantasy donuts in here?
Yeah, there are fantasy like sweetbreads and things like that. Yeah. It's a police station, like coffee and sweetbreads and stuff like that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Silas is stuffing is stuffing his face. He's just like, yes, business.
I don't know.
And their place of business, that was like a merchant's guild, was it? Did you say?
It's the shop
Fantasy
itself.
Dicks.
Yeah.
Fantasy Dicks.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Dick's Sporting Goods kind of thing. Yeah, like where they have like half apparel, half sporting goods. Yeah, this is like half apothecary, alchemy, half weapons, armor, that kind of stuff.
Well, Silas? Is that right? Jess?
What? No, I'm Salis. He's Silas.
Silas. Right. Well, while you're off chasing down some contacts, so like, I can watch the front and try and keep an eye out for, just any individuals that we might know already as users.
Excuse me, I don't know if this counts, but my background is a guild merchant. So, would I just I kind of want to establish that he runs his own shop, but would he heard some rumors or some gossip from the locals about anything about the shop?
I'll let you go ahead and make a history check.
Okay.
The answer to your question is no. That's a 1, by the way.
Not natural.
Okay. No, not natural. 2 minus 1. Okay, so it sounds like Salis is going to go on her own to go, like, maybe shake down some people, get some information, and then it sounded like Brand wanted to do a stakeout. Is that about right?
Yeah, he's not going to be like right outside the store. He's going to be like down the street on the corner, just sort of keeping an eye on who comes and goes.
Okay, is there any kind of like drug tavern we know of that's also like a drug den?
I mean,
Place where we would likely find users and or dealers.
Yeah, do we have any, given that this stuff's been going around, do we have any information on people we know who are users?
I mean, I would say that there's a relatively rough and tumble sort of area, but I wouldn't say that you could point at somebody and go, "Hey, that's Three Fingers. I know him." Like, I don't think it would go that far.
I'm asking about
But,
an establishment.
Salis would, but Salis isn't with you.
Yeah, Salis would probably know a little bit more information, and she's off to get that information. But I mean, they're not holding signs or anything like that. If that's what you mean.
I abuse drugs.
Can we roll a luck check to see if they are holding up signs?
When you see them, sure, absolutely. If
Well,
we ever get out of this
basically-
stupid police station.
Yeah, so what I want to do is go to a rough and tumble tavern where we would likely find either users or dealers, and try and get some information there.
Okay,
Right, and
what did we?
how
what
are we
did
going to
use
do this? Are we going to do it based on a time limit? Are we going to wait for Salis to finish with her contacts and she's going to come and let us know one by one and we all come back here, or give it a few hours and all reconvene it?
Well, would we have fantasy walkie-talkies?
Sending zones?
Yeah,
Salis
well,
is-
you guys have fantasy sending stones.
There's stones
Sure,
of-
why not?
Does that send to a specific person, or are they all like on a joint comm?
Maybe it's anybody you're familiar with, just like the spell.
Yeah, but like if
Yeah.
you go to use it, can it use it to the group, or is it you got to do it to a specific person?
I would say that you are allowed to talk to all of the stones at once.
Nice. Walkie
So
talkie.
it's like a mass sending stones. And by the way, Rust, you still have the Miranda manacles. I'll go ahead and say you have the Miranda manacles from our Rum Cops one shop. So you can go ahead and add that into your inventory. I think
Okay.
Panther had them, but I'll just go ahead and for funsies say that you had them.
Oh, quick question for you, Jess. Do you think Salis would be heading to the same area that Silas wants to go to? Rough and tumble area.
Where is he trying to go to?
I want to go to a rough and tumble tavern and try and get information there. Try and find either some names of dealers or something like that.
I mean, that's not really what she's looking for. She's looking for information on exploiting the objects of the investigation.
Okay.
So
So then no. Then no. All right. Does anybody want to come to the rough and tumble with Silas?
I can go.
All right. Come on, Muscles.
Okay. Brand, are you going to still stake out the weapon shop?
Yeah, I'll stake it out. I'll any of the chairs in the room, are they foldable ones?
The chairs in the room? No. The chairs
Damn
in
it.
the room are all wooden.
Any chance I can find one in the station?
A foldable chair?
Yeah, to take with me.
When were
Make
foldable chairs
a
invented?
investigation check.
I'm looking this up now. I want to know when were foldable chairs invented.
It's only a chair with a hinge on it.
yeah, it can be made of wood.
Natural
Oh,
20.
that's 20. Yeah. You find two in your favorite color.
Okay. The first patent for a folding chair was by John Cram in 1855.
That's a patent. That's not an actual chair.
Yeah,
They
it's a
have
nice
aluminum
foldable
with-
chair with a cushion and that on it, though. I've got a second
Okay,
one.
well-
Anybody coming?
Yeah, the first ones are made of wood, and it's basically kind of like an X with a piece of canvas between it.
Yep.
Yeah, like a fishing one, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got two folding chairs that match your eyes perfectly.
That's a nice bright blue.
So,
Alright.
Russ, where are you going? Or what are you doing?
He probably heard Brand talk about steak, so he's going with Brand.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Okay. So we've got
We're going to take some of
Salas.
the donuts with us as well and get ourselves a
Yeah.
fresh brew.
Yeah, Russ is
absolutely.
he is selfishly taking a whole box of the donuts.
Just fill your bag. Take them all.
It's not like, okay, now you can go buy some. Like, it's not, they don't have like it's not a bag of donut holding.
I just said
Like,
a
I mean,
box.
there's-
Yeah, if there's a dozen in a box, that will do us.
Okay. So there were 2 dozen, let's say there were 2 boxes in the back. You've been munching on one of them, and then Russ just took the second box.
Don't
so
want to
there's-
go stale.
Yeah, there's maybe like a glazed donut and a donut hole left. And the donut looks like somebody bit off of it.
Russ is still taking it.
Okay. Okay, so we're splitting up. We'll go ahead and go with Salas first. Where are you going and who are you looking for?
She's gonna go talk to like probably the where she would know. So she's gonna adopt another personality of like her a lowborn. So like the servants of
A
people. Like,
lowborn? Okay.
yeah, like like a servant type.
Right, yeah.
Not
Okay.
all fancy dressed, but she's gonna put on a like a wig to cover her snakes and like she is going to go and talk to people who've worked for our bad guys in their home to see
We don't know they're bad yet.
to see if she can get any kind of information on them.
Okay, so then in order to find somebody that they will have worked with, I would say that is, what would that be, investigation? Does that sound about right?
hmm
Okay, so
yeah,
make an
yeah,
investigation check.
15.
Okay, 15. You go to your places where you would think the servants, where you would find contexts like that, and you're talking to some people, you're having trouble finding anybody who has specifically worked for them. And I would say that since they wouldn't have a whole lot of servants, or at least you would kind of figure that out after you have found basically nobody who has ever worked in their home.
Well, they must have social contacts.
Okay, what specifically are you going towards? Like, are you looking for anything in particular? Like a bar that they frequent, like a country club? Like, are you trying to look for anything in particular?
Well, there's circles that these people travel in because they're the money in the town, right?
I mean, you would presume so. They have one of the biggest businesses, but they've never flaunted it.
Well, they would travel in certain circles, and so she would start asking around the circles because she knows those circles as well.
Okay, you go ahead and make an investigation check there too.
24.
Ooh, 24, good. Okay, where are you going to find these people? Or I guess let me ask it better this way. What are you trying to find out specifically?
salacious information that they wouldn't want people to know, or things, rumors about them.
Rumors about them? Okay. You know that they generally tend to work with seedier types of people, though it's more than like a philanthropic way. Like they take people with broken pasts and they will kind of pick them up and take them under their wing, so to say, to help them. I mean, everybody's very, very positive about them. You know, they say great things, they're very complimentary. There's not a whole lot that you can find that's like negative. You can't find anybody who just outright, you know, says, you know, screw them, I hate them. But I mean, they hang around with people who have
you
had broken.
Person?
Have I ever what?
Have you ever met a rich person? They don't have to be a bad person for them to talk shit.
You keep saying that they're rich and you keep presuming that they're doing rich people things. I'm telling you, they don't do rich people things.
Well, no, I'm saying like she's asking rich people, and you're like, well, nobody has a bad word to say about them. I mean, rich people would talk shit about just about anybody.
And yet somehow
these same people are being accused of meth production, or at least distribution. So where's
I mean that wouldn't be anything that anything that the rich people would know. That's specifically from information that the police have found. Now, where that information came from, you don't know, but it doesn't seem like it's come from the rich sector.
Yeah.
All you know is that
she would investigate as to where this information is coming from, that they are the people to go to for meth.
okay. So you hear a lot about mercenaries that come in. You'll hear occasionally about people from a rough and tumble lifestyle who will come in, and you know they would have more. They seem to have more to talk about with them, or at least have a more less than positive reaction to those people than the rich people in society.
Is that where the information is coming from with the meth? The dragon skin, sorry?
You haven't been told that. I mean, that's what makes sense, but you haven't specifically been told by the chief or by anybody that that's who the informant was, if there was an informant.
Well, then she's gonna go back to the source and go to the department and figure out where they're getting their intelligence from.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and pass on. We'll go ahead and move on to who was going to the rough and tumble bar. Was it Silas and
Corti.
Yeah.
Corp? Okay. So you guys have made it to a rather rough and tumble bar. We'll call it the Clammy Dodger or something stupid like that. You guys walk in. It's a pretty shady bar. It's really musty. It's dank. There's a lot of tobacco smoke in the air. You can smell beer on absolutely everything. There's let's say a half-orc bartender at the bar. She is cleaning a glass for absolutely no reason. It's gone. That glass will never be clean again, but she's still for some reason trying to clean this glass. And she'll kind of see you guys approach. By the way, is the stuff that you're wearing right now what you normally wear every day? Like, is this what people know you to wear
Yes.
on a normal
Yeah,
day?
I'm wearing my sequin shirt, my sparkle shirt.
I'm wearing armor and an apron. That's all I'm wearing.
I guess I should say it this way. Silas, do you dress differently when you are on the clock as opposed to off the clock? No. Okay. So then
I'm
she
always
walks
fabulous.
up. So as soon as you guys walk in, everybody takes a look. Everybody sees who you are. I would presume that they probably recognize you, or at least maybe not know you by name, but they've at least seen you around. So you're pretty sure that they know that you guys are police. And so the bartender will come by, or sorry, you guys will walk up to the bartender. The bartender's not really making eye contact. She's still kind of cleaning her glass. And she says, "What can I do for you two?" I'm presuming you guys will.
No, I'm not going to
Yeah.
the bartender. Is there a stage?
Okay, never mind.
A stage?
Is there a I would say that there is a a side of the bar that does not have any chairs in it. I wouldn't say it's like a raised stage, but I would say there's like an empty space. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over there and I'm gonna begin to play. And just so you know what I'm trying to do, I am doing my enthralling performance. So if I play for at least a minute, I can inspire wonder in my audience by singing. And at the end of the performance, choose a number of humanoids within 60 feet of me who listened, up to a number, including my charisma modifier. And then they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against me or be charmed.
Okay. So it says here that they have to be basically actively participating or listening and watching your performance. Yes?
Yes. Which
So
is
go ahead and make
Okay.
make a performance check. I'd say with disadvantage because you are a Poe. And these
Okay.
people don't like Poe.
Okay. So he begins playing his guitar and performance.
Cora, are you helping in any way?
I'm
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Can I bardically inspire myself? Can I bardically inspire myself?
I don't think you can. No, not afterwards, at least.
God damn it.
Okay, so you rolled a 14.
Yeah,
So I
roll
would
the
say
14
that
and
they're-
Let me do the song. Let me do the song. Jesus.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. All right, now you can go.
So I would say that there are a few people who are watching, but a lot of them are like the ones who are watching are probably, you see them as adventurers, maybe people just walking in and out. Like the locals are pretty much not paying attention. There might be one or two who are listening, but most of what you're getting is a cold shoulder from the locals.
Okay, if any of the locals did pay attention, I need 4 of them to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Geez, what would be a local's wisdom modifier?
Commoner, probably.
Let's give it a +1, shall we?
That meets it. I can get 4 of them. That's a fail. That's a fail. And that's a fail. So I got 3 of them.
Correct.
So these people will now idolize me and speak glowingly of me to anybody who talks about it and hinder anyone who opposes me. So I kind of like wave my hand at them to just like come hither. I try and gather them around me.
Okay, so let's say we've got a halfling male, and we'll say let's say 2 what looks like human females. How about that? Okay, and they'll kind of walk up to you. You know, they're not exactly sure what's going on, but they'll kind of cautiously walk up to you.
They're charmed, so they're like in love with me right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is it like the charm effect?
Yeah, it's the charmed effect.
Okay.
So they are,
They idolize you, so they're very happy, and they seem to be reaching in their pockets for some sort of quill, and no one seems to have one.
I pull one out for myself, and I take out the wanted poster that I had before, and I just rip it up into 3 pieces and start signing it.
They start clapping.
Yeah.
They just start clapping. Yay!
And as I'm signing them, you're like, "Hey, folks, it's great to see that you're all enjoying the performance. I mean, you're the real reason why I do this. But tell me, do any of you know anything about some dragon's dust or where I can maybe get some? Because I'm just
Dragon
it really dragon skin. Where it really helps me perform."
So they all go, "Wow! Is I mean, I've heard about it, but I didn't know it does that. Wow! No, I mean, I
Do
don't
you
know
know
anything
anybody-
about that." Sorry, go ahead.
As soon as they say they don't know anything, he's gonna pass out the autographs and toss the quill over his shoulder and be like, and walk up to Cortu and be like, "Well, I'm out of ideas."
Mhm.
What's good? What is good about being absolutely flawless and fabulous if it doesn't get you what you want?
Both of you make a perception check.
Okay,
3.
give me a second. 26.
Ooh, okay, so you both see this. Okay, so into the bar walks this scrawny, mousy-looking human. Is about maybe 5'8" or so. You know, not very tall, very skinny, very scrawny. He kind of walks in. He's kind of looking around. He takes 2 steps and he sees you two and just freezes. And since you guys both see him, you guys are both just staring straight at each other. And then he turns around and runs out.
Can I cast Hold Monster on him before he runs?
Sure, if you'd like to. Go ahead. Wait,
So
hold monster or hold person?
Hold Monster is just a more powerful version.
Yeah.
You can still do humanoids? Okay, yeah, sure.
It
Go
just
ahead.
says so Hold Person specifies a humanoid. Hold Monster is a creature. So he needs to
okay,
succeed
okay.
a Wisdom saving throw. And as soon as I see him, I'll snap my fingers. I'll snap my fingers and say, "Reunited, because it feels so good. Reunited,
so-
because we understood." And yes,
I
I'm going to do this every time I cast a spell.
Okay.
I
Just,
can
just so I know in the
do
future. Okay.
I can't do anything in this moment, so I'm going to dash after him as he casts the spell.
So he fails, so he's paralyzed. He's held in place.
Correct. And I'll go ahead and say that, Salas, if you want to, since you were looking for kind of the merchant shady or the mercenary shady side, I'll say that you've happened upon this bar, and you guys, if you want to be, you're now in this scene as well.
Okay, so she's gonna walk up to him, and because she smells so darn good, she is she's gonna go up to, like, so they've got him hold person, right?
He's paralyzed in place.
I picked them up. I picked them up.
But he can talk.
No, paralyzed. I think
Nope.
you're mute. So
Are
what
you?
we should do is tie him up and take him somewhere else. Tie him up and then question him.
Are you disguised?
Salas?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I am.
I think Core would move back into the tavern away from you with the person.
Silas would know it's me, though.
Like, oh, hey sis, what's up?
And so the bartender just yells out, "Hey, take it outside. You guys want to do that? That's fine. Just get him out of here."
Oh, later, babe. And he walks out the door.
I'll carry him outside.
Right? Where are you guys taking this this unmoving corpse of a person?
I would probably know somewhere nearby. A thief spot.
So this
Like an
only
alleyway?
lasts for a minute. So we should definitely tie him up.
Go ahead and tie him up. And
Wait.
Does anybody have rope?
do
I
you not
want
have
to
rope?
try something. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna put my face in his face, and I'm gonna comment. If you try to circle too much, I'll shock you.
Salas,
He literally can't do anything.
I know, but if he attempts anything, I want to say I can still shock him with my bare hands.
Salas holds up her hand and just and she gets close to him, and so that means he needs to make a. Technically, you all need to do this or be charmed by me, but I'm assuming that you would have.
Yeah, we
by now.
could make it individual people. That's fine.
Well, I'm doing the fragrance one.
Is that the one where it's like if you fail, you're immune for 24 hours?
Yes.
Sure, why not? Go ahead and make everybody do it.
What
What is it?
So-
save is it?
A charisma saving throw.
I'm good at those. No!
So I'm assuming
I
Cora.
would say Silas has advantage because he's my brother.
Hey,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
not 24.
He
At this point,
he
I'd say
has a contact
overexposure.
immunity.
Yes.
Overexposure at this point.
Probably,
He's immune to iocane powder.
But he needs to make a charisma saving throw. This guy.
Oh, the guy. Yeah, sorry. So he probably 8 to charismatic. 5.
He's mine now. And Salis makes a dismissive gesture with her hand and goes, "You can release him."
I guess he puts them down.
I dropped a spell.
What are you doing? I haven't done anything. What are you doing?
He's charmed by me. So
Okay,
she's
So
she's gonna get really close so he can't she's his entire field of vision.
Hi.
And then she's gonna kind of caress his face and be like, "Where do you get your fun from?"
From you.
Okay, the dragon skin. Where do you get it?
And you can see him. Well, actually, go ahead and make a perception check. If you want to help her with the perception check, you can do that.
Can I use my passive perception? Better than my regular perception.
Are you trying to look him up and down?
She's waiting for an answer.
Okay, so then no. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and say you can use your passive.
18.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely see his eyes kind of move down to his right pocket, and you can see his right arm kind of twitch when you say dragon skin.
She laughs and she's like, "Yes, I know, but where do you get it from?"
Okay, you'll say that there is a tiefling man that they meet that is his dispenser. And they usually meet somewhere in the merchant district. It changes every time.
Okay, so can you allow me to change lipsticks on the fly for flavor?
Have you used it already?
No.
Okay, so a question. It said, when I read it, it said that when you use it, it changes to a regular color of lipstick.
Right.
Does that, if you haven't used it yet, it's still there and visible, right?
Right.
So I would say that you would have to remove what you already had and apply a new one. If you want to do that, I'll allow that.
Then yeah, I'm just gonna do that and apply the.
Or I could just say I stole her lipstick.
That's true. She would go to reach up to her hair, but then look and see that Silas is wearing the one she wants, and be like, "All right, brother, kiss him, please."
He is going to resist.
Is he handsome?
I pick him up.
Is this person good looking? Oh, for
No.
sexiness! Damn it!
I mean, I don't know what your type is in this particular world, but he is scrawny and mousy
It's a method.
and pretty close to it, yeah.
I pick him up and put him next to Silas.
So if you want to, I'll say that you need to roll a dexterity check. He rolled an 18. He's going to try to fight.
No, he's charmed by me, and I told him to.
I picked him up.
Wait, you told him to kiss Silas?
Yes.
He's going to look at you really confusedly. Really, really confusedly, and just kind of keep eye contact on you in this, what are you doing to me sort of face. And he's going to slowly inch in and try to peck Silas on the cheek.
No.
I grab both sides of his face and just plant one on the mouth. Just
Alright,
Like Bugs Bunny style. I like
Yeah.
it.
this is a sleep spell, so
oh shit, man.
Okay, so
Good
you
thing I
have
didn't
to
kiss
you have to
anybody.
roll more than his HP or something like that.
yep.
Dude, what do I
What is
roll?
it?
It should be 4d6.
20.
I seriously doubt a regular person has more than 20 hit points.
I think they have
Well,
11.
it's level 10, so I just wanted to make sure.
Sure, let's do that. So yeah, he's out.
All right, let's go.
Do we leave him here? Or...
So he's asleep now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just like grabbing my
So
tongue,
what-
going, eh.
Oh, stop whining. You've done worse.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
Shrug.
We're gonna go to wherever he told us to go.
The Merchant District. Okay, so obviously you guys would know this. The Merchant District is the general area where Norwoods is. So then we'll go ahead, and since you're kind of at a stopping point, we'll go over and move to Brand and Rust. So what do you guys?
Be going
Hi.
to the end of the street. Choosing one of the corners that's in the shade. Brand's gonna be like pulling at his collar in the discomfort with the heat. He's gonna set out his chair at the corner. He's gonna pick up a stone and he's gonna write "off duty" on the wall. And
Is
then
he
he's
like-
gonna sit down. He's gonna pull out a smoking pipe and he's filled with tobacco and he's just gonna start smoking away while he sets the other chair up for Rust.
Is he like cutting an apple up with a pocket knife and eating the slices off the apple? Because that's what I'm
No,
picturing right here.
He's like, you know, he's got one of his feet crossed up onto his knee. He's there with his smoking pipe, and then he's got his brew in his paper cup in the other hand, just sort of taking it easy with the off-duty sign on the wall next to him, just while he's trying to keep it casual, but looking at the people sort of going into and out of the merchant store.
Rust?
Did you bring the second folding chair?
Yeah, I've set that up.
It
Okay,
doesn't
good.
match your ensemble at all.
Who's?
Yours.
Oh, well, that's fine. Russ
Calibrated
is,
specifically for Rust.
well, he's not gonna be. Well, Russ isn't gonna sit on the chair anyways. He's gonna kind of sit crisscross on the ground while he continues to work on the birthday card in the chair, so he has a solid surface to work on.
Okay, so I'll say that you
And
guys
then-
have a relatively understandable view of the outside of this place. Just so you guys know, there are two doors, or you would presume there were two doors. There are two doors in most stores. There's the entrance for the customers and whatnot, where most of the business goes through, but there's also generally some sort of loading or shipping sort of area kind of off to the side, maybe down a back alley. Are you guys watching one particular door over the other, or are you trying to find a place that you can see both?
It would be more, even though there could be multiple ways to it, it's getting an eye on the entrance, but also if I can see any entrance ways to any alleys that look like it's beside it and could lead behind as well.
Okay, I'll go ahead and say you can both make a perception check or one with advantage.
Is Rust actively looking though? 'Cause he's making his card.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
So I'll just do a straight
glance
roll.
up every once in a while.
3.
Say,
Ooh, okay.
That
You guys
lady,
see-
she may be
You
old.
guys see
Yeah.
people walk in and see people walk out. There's no action at the back door, at the loading or shipping door, but you see people walk in, people walk out. Looks to be about the same number of people. Looks to be, nothing out of the ordinary, normal adventurers, maybe an occasional rich person, maybe looking for a specific kind of ingredient for something they're trying to do. But yeah, nothing you can find in particular.
Yeah, not seeing anybody who looks like, they're spending everything they've got on these drugs instead of food.
Is it like a convenience store?
No, it's generally just adventuring type supplies. I wouldn't say it's like you can't get food there. No.
I would like to try and take note of, is it a 2-story building or just a single floor?
It is 2-story, yes.
And if there's any balconies or anything like that leading to any of those second floor windows.
You can see second floor windows that look like they're draped or curtained or something along those lines. So no, you can't really see anything inside of them. There doesn't appear to be any sort of balcony, but there do appear to be windows.
No balconies along the edge or anything that you'd be able to sort of get onto.
Nope, none at all.
Okay. Being able to take a walk around the alleys to sort of scope the building out, but not directly at the building, so going around the edges. Can I try to discern if it is just those 2 doors for entrance and exit, the loading bay and the front entrance, or if there's any other doors?
Let's
Or
see.
possible, cellar entrance?
Okay. I would say we'll
And I'll be
probably
trying to do it
continue
on
to
the
use
down
your.
low.
Yeah, I'll say that you still have your same perception check since it's still sort of the same basic idea. So I'll say that no, you don't see any other doors other than the double loading doors in the back.
Okay. Given that he's not seeing anything and he's enjoying his tobacco in the shade, he's going to be half dozing off with that perception then.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and say that since the other party was going to the merchant district, then you guys, if you want to, can walk up and see Rust coloring and Brand asleep at the wheel.
Salas is gonna look at the other 2 and make a shushing motion, and then sneak up behind. Who's the sleeping one?
I'm sleeping.
Brand.
Okay. And she's gonna put one of her fingernails so that it feels like a dagger on his throat, and be like, and she's gonna disguise her voice and be like, "Give me all your money."
Russ picks up the chair and just swings it.
I need a dexterity. To
No, wait. I would presume Rust saw this. Were you trying to hide it from Rust also?
I mean, I'm sneaking up behind to scare them, but
Both of them.
Yeah, but my primary goal is to scare Rave.
Yeah. Brand in this.
Brand.
Sorry, Brand.
Okay, so then this would be an unarmed strike. So if I remember correctly. Sorry, not unarmed strike. Improvised weapon. Yeah, that one. So I would say you can make an attack roll and add your strength bonus, but not your proficiency modifier.
I would like dexterity to avoid that, since I was doing a sneak attack.
Oh well, it's a
natural
No, it's-
anyway.
Throws the
It's a
chair out the
straight
window.
attack.
He throws the chair out the window.
Okay, yeah, you let go of this. You let go and roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
It's gonna hit me, isn't it?
It's gonna hit someone.
Oh, and it's 4.
So is 4 good or is 4 bad?
4 is the worst.
That's damage.
4 is the worst. Okay, then so you go to hit Salas, and as you're going, your hands slip off because they're covered in crayon dust or something like that.
The donut.
And you guys all watch, and donut glaze, yes. You guys all watch this chair in slow motion heading straight for the top floor of Norwoods. And you guys are sitting there hoping that it hits the wall and not the window, but it goes straight.
Do anything with my dexterity?
Wait, fuck. Something. I have gust of wind? I want to blow away.
React to that though. How quickly did you react to a chair flying?
Let me use it. I can react. It's my
Can I blow away the chair?
Okay, if you have something that specifically says it's a reaction, I will allow you to do it.
I want to react and grab it. No, wait, I'm telekinetic. Ha ha! I can.
Does it say as an action or does it say as a reaction?
It says it's a bonus action. That's in combat.
Wait,
Though. But I also have super high dexterity.
Wait.
I want to put.
I have Wrath of the Storm. It's basically a reacting, cause the creature make dexterity saving throw. What happens if I just strike lightning on the chair?
Please God, can I
There's
just?
an explosion outside the store.
Okay.
Can I strike lightning on the chair?
My initiative is. I have a +5 to initiative.
Okay, I will say this. I will say that you, Salus, can attempt to. Are you trying to catch it or are you attempting to deflect it?
Either.
Okay, then this is going to be a very high DC because you were not prepared for this. So go ahead and roll a dexterity check. Or, yeah, dexterity check, not saving throw. Oh, would this be a saving throw?
Should be a saving throw.
Yeah, go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
28.
Ooh!
She moves
You
it
catch
and
it.
hits her in the face.
You catch it with whatever appendage you deem worthy.
One of my snakes.
Okay. Okay.
Very long.
So 3 of your snakes, while you're looking at the human that you're trying to get, these snakes just reach out and grab this chair. Fangs deep into the cloth, they just grab it, and your head is jerked to the side, and you have a now chair earring dangling from the side of your head.
Mo, Curly, and Larry.
Oh.
Did all of this
I
make a lot
suppose
of
the
noise?
lightning didn't happen.
Would this made a lot of noise to startle Bran?
Oh, I would think so. Well,
He-
I guess you should tell me.
He jumps up to his feet, dropping his pipe and spilling his hot tea all down his trousers,
Thing that-
drawing his blade and shouting as loud as he can. Round cups! Everybody, stop what you're doing! And then he's going to start looking around.
Silas is on the ground laughing his ass off.
The
I-
thing that triggered this was me pretending to rob you in your
Wait,
ear.
what? What? Why? Why would you rob them?
Okay, I'm explaining this out of character. The thing that triggered this was me coming up in your ear and saying, "This is give me all your money." Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So that
So it
would
very
be basically
quickly
asking-
escalated with Rust's reaction.
Okay, so Rush is just having a super slow reaction.
He has dementia. It's fine.
a head injury in the war.
Back
would
in
say-
Nam.
I would say with the whole chair fiasco, like Silas is on the ground laughing his ass off.
I don't know.
I've
Like
s-
after the lightning spell thing, I don't think I did.
No, you didn't because it wasn't a reaction.
Yeah, I would say no.
Oh, it was a reaction. Oh well.
Oh, it was? Okay,
yeah,
fine.
it was a reaction.
Oh, no, more lightning!
It's fine. You hit a bolt of lightning where the chair would have gone, but there's no chair there because it was grabbed before you got there. We'll say that. So there's just a freak lightning strike in the middle of the street.
Yeah, and Bran's heart's racing from this like shock of surprise waking up. Like, what the hell?
I'm so glad I let you guys roll for folding chair. That is the best thing ever. Okay, so Rust and Bran, you guys see the three, your 3 compatriots, and they are carrying with them a sleeping human.
All right.
You're not, we left him behind.
Yeah, we ditched him.
What?
I thought we left
we
him
left him
behind.
in
No
the
one.
We ditched him in the alley. We put him to sleep and ditched him in the alley.
We put him to
Oh,
sleep.
you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. You guys see your compatriots.
Bran sort of straightens himself up. Yeah, it's been real quiet around here. There's not much going on. How'd you guys do?
I had to make out with a man.
She's
Wait,
gonna look at them, and then she's gonna round on Russ and be like, "You hurt Fantius, Ristus, and Fantipos.
Mo, Curly, and Larry?
I've told you that's not their names, and her snakes are untangling themselves in the chair."
Russ is gonna hand Salus the birthday card, but he's gonna try and do it where Cora doesn't see.
I have a past perception of 18.
Sleight of hand.
I think it should be with disadvantage because it's Russ.
No, nah, just sleight of hand. I'll say sleight of hand. Nope, that's an 11. You see Rust.
Here, don't look at this.
You see a piece of paper being handed off from Rest to Salus.
Can I perceive what it says?
Can I roll
I would-
performance to see how good the card is?
Well, let's see if she sees it first. I'll go ahead and say that since you're actively trying to perceive, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. And yeah, sure, go ahead and make your performance check.
No, I can see the card, but I can't understand what's on the card.
So Rust's handwriting is so bad that it just looks
Okay,
Greek
it's
to
a
you.
12. It's not terrible.
No, it is good, but to her, her handwriting is just horrible.
okay.
It looks
It's upside
She
down.
can't-
It looks wrong.
She
it's in a
she
different
can't
language.
read cursive.
It's in a different language.
Yeah, Russ
It's
definitely
funny.
can't write cursive either. I'm
Yeah.
surprised he can write at all or read.
I mean,
So what
he's-
is Cora gonna
He
do
passed
about
the police academy. He has to be able to read.
Cord just staring at the card, he's just standing there trying to process what the card meant. To him, it looks like it was written in Primordial.
So Salus is gonna notice, and she's gonna cozy up to Rust and be like, "Oh, we're lovers."
It's when.
Make a deception check.
I've been waiting all game for you to tell me that.
Oh god.
Who are you trying to deceive? Who are you trying to deceive?
I'm trying to deceive Cora.
Okay, just Cora? Okay.
Yeah,
But I-
does this look like to Bran that this is
Oh,
an
actually, I'm
obvious
gonna roll.
cover
I'm going to
for
I'm
the
gonna roll.
hiding the
Wait,
card,
it's-
or is it going to be against Brand as well?
Well, because I don't
Okay.
think anybody else
Oh,
knows. I don't think anybody else knows about the card. So
Well, I've been here with Rust while he was
yeah, but
making it.
I don't think he would have had to see him pass it over.
And I would say that Silas, like since you're twins and have been together forever, if you have like checks against each other, I would say that the person who is defending against the check has advantage. So I would say that you go ahead and have advantage, Silas. So
Okay,
you
so
take
that
your
one-
nat 20.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
right.
So
Chalice, because I assume we've probably been on missions before, and she's definitely pulled this stunt. So Russ does put his arm around her, like
Oh,
just
is
on
that smart?
instinct.
I was kind of hoping he would be confused. And
wait,
like,
so yeah, Russ, you have to do one too.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh. Wait, he has to
Congrats,
insight
David.
it or he has to deceive?
This is insight.
15.
Okay, everybody but Silas thinks that they are in some sort of relationship that just popped up.
Even Rust.
You.
Yeah, but this happens every time you go out for soft tacos.
Cord
I
looks
really like
confused
tacos.
because he swore he'd never seen together in some kind of romantic way.
Nope. This is the first physical attraction. You guys have ideas of puppy love. You guys are just thinking, "Oh, that's so cute. I probably shouldn't force it too much," or or you guys are just going, "That's just weird. He is too good for her, or she is too good for him," or whatever you guys are
No.
thinking.
He supports
Would
it.
you
meanwhile,
say
Russ
Russ
is
still
getting
has the
is getting
bag of
very
gems?
sharp. He's getting very sharp.
One at a time.
Meanwhile, Rust is getting very sharp pains on his lower back.
As I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, Russ, you feel a sharp pain. I'm presuming you're not doing damage, right?
No.
Would Russ still have the bag of gems from when him and Panther went on the mission?
Maybe you have a few. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll say you have a few. You don't have a bag, but you have a few.
He is gonna take one out and get on one knee and hold it up to Dallas.
Okay, I don't know what kind of check this is. Does anybody have the ceremony spell?
We're not getting married right now. Okay, just do the thing you're gonna do.
Ooh, since it doesn't have a
I don't
band
have
on it,
to myself.
he is gonna put the gem on one of the donuts. So,
It's like a Spider-Man ring.
Damn it.
and then hold it up to Salas.
The donut has 2 bite holes in it.
Oh. Wait, if you two are getting married, I can prepare the ceremony spell for you to get married.
And I pulled out my guitar and I'm going. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da.
Some-
Silas is staring absolute daggers at Silas because she knows he knows.
You guys
I-
all see around you, and there is a small crowd gathering of looky
can't
loos who
express you
just look
guys.
so
I-
happy.
I can't express you guys. I have a really high wisdom.
Dearly beloved,
I don't know
we
if
are
you can- I
gathered
don't know
here
if you can
today.
see that she's staring daggers at him.
So Silas suddenly gets this like look of like an epiphany, and she goes, "Yes, of course, and we have to get married right now in here." And she drags him over to Norwood.
Now, you're not charmed. I want you to know that. Like, you have your facilities. She said you're in a relationship, and so you think you're in a relationship, but
He's
you're not
very
charmed.
That's all
Very
it took, and he's in love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, don't have the ceremony
This
spell.
is like when Randy Marsh kissed the Indian to prove he wasn't racist because he was stoked on Columbus.
And Bran's
So-
just thinking right now: is he being like transported to another dimension? Because
Oh,
he was told, "Yep, Silas went and kissed a guy," and then immediately this of a proposal and everything. And it was like,
if they're going to get married, why don't they do it tomorrow when I have the spell?
No. We have to do it now, today, right in here, right now.
And she's like, "Oh, I got this," and he runs ahead and he kicks open the door for you.
And she's dragging
Uh-oh.
behind her.
You kick open the doors?
Yep.
Oh my God, Silas.
Okay. Okay. So as you kick open the doors, you can't see anything inside because you have been outside. Your eyes have been affixed to the sun. It's bright in there, but obviously, when you first walk into a building, there's a little bit of glare that you can't see. And are you standing in the door, or are you kicking it and running back?
Kicking it and stepping inside.
Okay. Make a strength saving throw.
No.
No.
Yeah. A 1 and a natch and a 0. Oh no!
Goodness.
Okay, so inside there are 2 gigantic hobgoblins, like the biggest things you think you might have ever seen, and they both just leap on top of you. You have 4 gigantic arms around your throat, and you are lifted probably about 4 or so feet off of the ground.
Tell my story!
Salas is gonna step up and she's gonna be like, "Please unhand my brother. He needs to give me away at our wedding, which is happening now in here.
You are being ignored.
They can smell me.
Hands.
Can I cast thaumaturgy?
I wanna repeat. They can smell me.
What does your smell do again? How many uses of that do you have, by the way?
6 hours.
6 hours? Jeez. Okay, and
Forgive
sorry,
me for
remind me
this.
again, what does it do?
Charisma saving throw, please.
Be real careful when you give Jess stuff. She will exploit the hell out of it.
Absolutely.
I do not.
Yes, you do!
Ooh, okay,
Right.
so 1 fails, 1 passes. So the one is gonna be immune to me for 24 hours. The other one is charmed by me.
Okay, so the one that is charmed lets go. The one that is not carries him further inside the store.
Can I cast thaumaturgy? Can
do
I
what?
scream at him?
Can you scream at him?
I want to scream to drop him in a threatening way.
Okay, that's a
Intimidation check.
intimidation. Yes, make an intimidation check. If you don't notice, I really like checks. 22.
I
Ooh.
am an angry gnoll.
He's in the
Okay.
hands of an angry gnoll.
I'm like flashing lightning from my hands and just screaming, like booming my voice at him.
And
Okay,
Sal's
so
gonna shake her head and be like, "You've upset my wedding planner."
they will here. The orc will drop him and will release
Places
his
are
throat.
hobgoblins.
Sorry, hobgoblin. That's what I meant. Sorry. The hobgoblin will put him on the ground and will take his hands from his neck, but he will continue to grab like the small of his back, or not the small of his back, but like the base of his shoulders, so he can't move. And as you guys do that, you see a human woman walking up to you and going, "What is going on here?
I have
Is it
been
no
assaulted
runners?"
in your establishment.
Sal's is gonna glide forward and get within range of her, smelling range, and
And by the way, you guys all see that this is Miss Gwendoline, the Gwendoline of Norwoods. So one of the proprietors of this establishment.
yeah, so she's gonna get within smelling distance, please.
Jeez.
Hold on, I have another thing that I need to have so much shit at level 10.
Is this charisma?
Yes.
Oh wait. Let me do that again. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, here we go.
She is
Okay,
trying
so
to-
she got a
So-
15.
Wait,
She has
got a-
advantage.
Oh.
She has advantage.
Oh man. Okay, then she's not charmed by me, but I'm still very charming. And she's going to kind of glide forward and be like, just the woman I was looking for. Yes, see, I have just been proposed to, and I need to conduct my wedding within your fine establishment. There's no better place, no more true signifier of our love as Norwood's fine adventuring gear. This is where we first met, and he proposed to me right out there. And she points outside, and she goes, "So we're gonna get married in here right now."
It's the most romantic thing I've ever seen. Like, it's absolutely stunning.
Yes. So if you could put my brother down, he's going to give me away to my lovely groom here. And she kind of pats Rust. You know.
He already put me down. They already put me down.
Well, he's still holding on to you though.
Yeah.
So you are Salus, if I remember correctly. Yes. By the way, you guys have all been in here before. Like you guys know her,
Well, yeah, and I know everybody anyway. So yes.
right? So you guys all know who he is. So she'll kind of look at you all and say, "Well, I wasn't really expecting you guys. I mean, I'm glad that you're here, but I mean, you guys can come into my shop all the time. You certainly don't need to kick my door down, especially after all the rioting and stuff that happened last night. What are you doing?"
You know, Silas gets a little overexcited anytime there's an opportunity for drama, and she kind of just gestures in his general direction, and where he's still sparkling.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
And I do
One of
deception.
you.
I want to do deception.
You're not lying.
Okay,
Natural 20.
that's 33.
Oh, geez. She'll wave a hand to the hobgoblin, and the hobgoblin, the hobgoblin, yes, will let him go. So you're free. And she'll go, "Well, I mean, this is unprecedented, certainly. I mean, I'm more than happy to do anything for our friends in blue, but I mean, we're not prepared. I mean," and you kind of look around. So now that you guys have gotten your eyes fixed, the interior of this place is very like yin yang, split down the middle. On one side, there's beautiful stonework, all these beautiful carvings depicting, you know, dwarven battles, dwarves conquering dragons, you know, just all these beautiful, beautiful renderings of dwarven folklore and whatnot. And there are rows and rows and rows of pretty much every single weapon you could probably think of. And then I'll give you a picture. This is what Norwood's side looks like. And then the other side is just the complete opposite. It is beautifully lit. It is all soft woods, or sorry, not soft woods, dark woods like mahoganies, the beautiful, beautiful wood. Everything is nicely stained and it looks very meticulously placed. Everything looks like it has its place. And one side generally seems to look more function, whereas her side is definitely, definitely more form.
Okay, so this is whose side?
That is Norwood's side.
Okay, so very function.
Yes, Norwood's side appears to be very functionally and like mythologically history related, whereas Gwynda's side looks very much more like putting on a show, warm interiors, sit down for a cup of wine kind of place.
And so Salas spreads her hands and is like, well, of course, look at us. There's no better representation of us and our love. And she gestures between herself and Rust, and then each respective side of the establishment. And she's like, now, of course, I will need to have a private place, to go prepare. The groom can't see the bride before the wedding, and Rust will as well. And then my wedding planner will need access to most places to prepare and have our guests food and drinks and that sort of thing.
I mean, this is all so sudden. I mean, obviously, you know me. I'm a fan of love as much as the next person, but I mean, we're not prepared. I mean, something this important, this monumental, this once in a lifetime. I think it deserves more than what I have to offer here at the moment.
And she's gonna be like, I know it is so sudden. That's the way love is, isn't it? And I think that's the way, love is. It's just it is what you have there in the moment and this beauty and you can't wait. You have to snap it up. You have to seize it right there. Immediately.
Make a deception check with, I'll say it's a straight roll, deception check.
25.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, this is very sudden. So what do you need from me? You just need a place? Is that right?
Well, we want to get married here, so we're gonna have to contact vendors. We're going to, and you know what? We wanted to choose here specifically to not only to display our love, but because, it will strengthen the bond between you and us and the police force. I'm sure I've never been so much a fan of them. I wasn't, a volunteer exactly, but Rust has his fondness for the place, and she puts on like a sappy look, and she's like, and I'd do anything for my honey bunny, and she
Oh God.
reaches up and kisses his cheek, and she says, yes, so I will need a space for me to get ready and a space for Rust to get ready, and then you can leave everything else up to Cora.
Oh, well, I mean, are you looking to get married now?
Well, yes.
Right now?
In the next couple hours or so, I'd say. I mean, we do have to get the flowers and the decorations, and I can't just wear any old thing, obviously. And then I have to, and she like touches her face. I have to do my makeup, obviously, but other than that, yes, today.
She'll kind of look down and then look back up at you, say, will you be paying?
Of course.
I mean,
my restaurant for money.
Well, I think we can. I mean, I guess we could do it for once. I mean, we really don't have a whole lot of places prepared. I mean, we have our private quarters upstairs, and we have the cargo or the inventory room. But I mean, those are
Well,
really, I mean,
the ceremony I would like to have in here specifically. I would like to stand
Sure.
on this side, and she indicates the nicer looking side, and then the more functional side she indicates, and I would like to have Russ stand here, and then we have our union over top. You know, I just love the symbology of that.
the word you're looking for is symbolism. Symbolism. Did
Symbology.
anybody get that reference? No? Is that over everybody? Boondock Saints? No? Okay, fine. So you said that you were trying to get also like 2 private rooms to change and stuff in, is that right?
Yes, and then we're gonna need a staging area for our guests, as well as our wedding planner to work from.
Well, I mean, like I said, there's only 2 rooms in this place.
Well,
There's
if you leave everything to Cora, he'll handle it.
He looks baffled. This doesn't know what.
yeah, yeah. I planned for this completely, guys.
I mean, I can handle the food.
Yeah, welcome to DMing
Oh,
with
I
Jess.
can handle the food part of
Absolutely.
it, but I can't handle everything else.
I love this so much.
It's improv. I didn't plan for it either.
I know.
It's all from me sleeping.
Blake's
You
fucking
crazy.
Blake. Blake's one of the
Lucky you, I'm a free caterer.
And this all stemmed from a natural 20 on finding a folding chair in a police station.
No, it didn't. It stemmed from the birthday. That's where it came from.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
it
good
started
point.
with the birthday.
Yeah. It stemmed
Alright.
from 69.
She will.
It started with a 69 and ended with a surprise wedding.
Please put that's it out of context.
I'm already on it.
So she'll look at you and go, "Oh, how many people are you planning?"
Oh gosh, I didn't even think about it. We still have to drop our guest list. You know, it was just so sudden. He just proposed. It was so we're just caught up in the whirlwind of emotions and love.
As Russ is still holding the donut ring.
And she is looking at you like she is caught in that whirlwind jet right beside you.
Wait, I think Cora will look at. I forgot your name, Grizzly. Sorry, your
Silas.
character's name. Again,
Silas.
Talis.
Silas.
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 Our
Okay.
names are each other's names backwards.
Okay, that doesn't help me, but Silas. Okay. He'll Cora will actually go up to you and ask, "Do you have the quill from earlier?"
Uh,
Through it.
yeah, I threw it. I
Nope.
left it behind. Can I
Roll
have
for
another one?
Quill.
Roll. Okay, roll with the quill. 5. Do I have
Nope.
a quill?
No.
I hold up a piece of paper and just prestidigitation. I prestidigitation a note.
Well, no, hold on. So Silas would reach into her hair without even looking at them because she's still got her wig on. So she would reach
Oh, that wig. Yeah.
yeah, so she would
Yeah.
reach into it and produce a quill
He,
and
he
hand it
takes,
to them without even looking at them.
he takes the quill and just takes out the 7 wanted posters and just flip them to the empty side, just start writing frantically.
I'm so glad we took those.
Man, if only we needed paper. Oh wait, we do. Oh God. Okay, so you still haven't really answered her question. How many people are going to be there?
Well, I'm specifically not answering her question because A, I don't know, and B, this is all a pretext to get in and physically investigate her store.
Sure, of course.
Many can you accommodate?
Areas.
I mean, she's. I mean, you can definitely tell by this point she's very reluctant to do it. Like she's trying to think of any sort of which way she can still save face and try to get out of it. I think at this point she would just kind of kind of sigh and say, "Look, I would love to do this for you, but you know
That's great.
that I'm a business person, and so I'm not saying no, but I'm saying that I need certain restrictions to make sure that my fine facility and the things that are in it don't get taken and stolen because I only have so many eyes."
She looks affronted. She's like, "We're policemen."
Yes, but I don't know who you're bringing with you, and you don't seem to know either.
Excuse me, ma'am. That's my job. Because you got the full support of the police force here. So I'm here to basically check the place out with them as well. And that way I can find out how many people I need to bring along, where we can just have them placed around, just to make sure there's no shifty hands going on anywhere. So I just need to take a quick look around.
That would be wonderful. Now, I hope you guys will not, because of
As soon as
the
she said
rioting and
that, can I
things-
look around for like a back door or something?
Absolutely.
As soon as she said
Perception
it's
check.
wonderful.
Perception check.
There. 19.
19. So there's obviously the front door that you guys saw. There is on one side of the room is the like what's that called? It's not the bar, but the place where the merchants actually stand, the desk, I guess. What word am I looking
The
for?
counter.
The counter, thank you. Yeah, the counter. So there's the counter that's on the Norwood side, and then there's the counter that's on the Gwynda's side. The one on Norwood's side has two doors. One of them is on the left side. It looks to be a double door, and the other one is a single door. There are no doors on Gwynda's side. So you only see the door that you entered in, a double door on one side, and then a single door on the right on Norwood's side.
As soon as she said, "That's wonderful," I wasn't even going to be like, "Oh, fantastic. I'll get straight on my job and you can carry on helping these guys." And I'm going to head straight for the furthest door, well, the single door.
Okay. And as you guys have been doing this, you guys have noticed that you have the two hobgoblins at the door, but there are also a few customers who have been just kind of randomly looking around. They don't seem to be leaving. You're probably under the impression that there's some sort of maybe undercover security or something like that. So they're basically not moving. They're keeping a watch of everything, and there's really not a place that you can go in this room where you don't have eyes on you from one of those people at all times. But you
Yeah,
can
I'm not trying to do
certainly-
it stealthily. I'm doing it with purpose. She's just said it's fine for me to check the place out, so
Sure.
I can ascertain the security.
Sure. What are you doing? Are you just
Literally
moving
heading
around?
for that single door.
Okay. Are you gonna go check to see if it's open?
Yeah.
It's locked.
I'm going to need the key for this one and the other doors as well, if they're locked as well. So I'm going to shout out.
That's me and Norwood's personal quarters. Like there shouldn't be any reason for anybody to go in there. And
I must
besides the
insist,
door-
if everybody's going to have eyes on the wedding, somebody may try coming through one of your windows. I need to make sure everything is locked down and secure.
Well, the good thing is that door is locked from both sides. So even if they pick the lock on that side, they still would not be able to get in on this side.
But they could end up going through your room while everybody's out here looking at the wedding. There's going to be
Well-
noise from the wedding. It's a perfect time for somebody to try and get into your personal stuff.
Well, yes, I understand, but
Honestly, I'm not going to be going through your drawers or anything like that. I just need to get an idea of the room and how many, possible points of entry people may have that we may need to lock down when the wedding takes place.
I mean, do you want me to just tell you? I could tell you all that information.
don't
You
you
could, but I'm better off seeing it myself.
Okay, she sighs and says, "Okay." And she'll walk over, she'll pick out a key ring from her, let's say she's wearing like a robe, it's on the inside. She picks it up and she unlocks the door, unbolts the door, all that stuff, leaves it open. and says, I would really strongly advise you to please, please, please do not go through my things. I know that you're a policeman, but I still have to ask.
I
I'm
have
this-
no intention of going through your things. I
And-
won't be long. Just a minute, just for me to go in there, take some notes down of what potential risks are, and then I'll be back out.
And she kind of whispers and says, I mean, you can understand how I'm a little uncomfortable. This was kind of pushed on me, and I'm not really too fond of this invasion of privacy. I hope you understand. I mean, I know
I
that you're on the
completely
up and up.
understand. Salis scares the hell out of me. So I'm just doing as she instructs at this time. I'm not getting in the way of her and love because I don't think I'll survive from it.
Are you lying
Yes.
at all? Okay, deception.
Actually, I
check.
don't know. Am I still at a point where I fully believe they're in love? Have I picked up at any point that this whole thing is them trying to make a distraction or get it as a way in?
I mean, I have to say yes, right? I mean, you have to say that you know this, yeah?
Yes, so it'd be a deception then. That's
Okay,
So then Rust is the only person who doesn't know.
he still thinks
yeah, I'm fine with that. Yes, that's cool.
deception 14.
How do I get off of this?
Poor Rust.
There we go. Sorry, 1 second. What would this be? This is a probably an insight.
That's wisdom.
Yeah, which is insight. I don't have a character sheet for her. I just have basic stats. Okay, so she rolled a 16, you rolled a 14, is that right?
Yeah.
She will stand in front of the door and say, tell me the truth, what is this?
Honesty, it's all it is. Quick glance. I'm not going to be going through your stuff.
No, she looks back at Salis and Russ. No. What is this?
With them, this is completely out of the blue. I think they've had a sort of a secret relationship. It's only recently been revealed, and I know they like this place. You know, we've been here before anyway, and you support us. I think that maybe. I honestly have no idea. I'm just doing as she tells me, and I know, she's in love.
By the way, out of character, you guys have a warrant for a search. You guys have a search warrant. Now,
Yeah, we're just
you
trying not
guys-
to piss them off.
Yeah.
Not trying to abuse
You
it.
guys are probably choosing not to use it. I just want to remind you that you guys have that. Hey,
Yeah, we know.
I think she would just go ahead and go reach for the doorknob and start to close the door and get her keys out to relock it and just go, no, this is my personal quarters. I don't think that's proper at all at this point.
Well, we could talk a bit more privately in there if you wish, but there's too many people out here listening in that you probably don't want to hear the things said. And I'm going to be saying that quietly to her.
Salis is going to walk up to her, and she's going to engage her in conversation. But while she does so, she is going to pickpocket those keys.
You're gonna pickpocket somebody you're talking to?
That's how it works. I watched a video. It works way better when you're talking to them.
How?
Okay.
Well, she's going to be next
They're watching the
focus
mount,
between
not
me
the
as well.
hands. Watching the
Yeah, no.
mount, not
So
the hands.
if you're standing next to somebody, it's much easier, and I'll show you. I'll send you a video. It's actually much easier to pickpocket them.
I mean, I would, in order to pickpocket somebody, you have to be really close to them. And if you're talking to them as well, that means you're really close to them face to face. And she is not going to be cool with that.
Side to side.
Can you let it happen? Because if she's going to be going to shut the door and then lock the door and her keys are gone, I want to see that play out.
I'm waiting until she puts the keys back in her pocket. That's what I've been waiting for.
Okay.
Hold on.
I
I
mean,
want to explain what I'm doing. If you just watch this video, that's what she's.
Watch this video about how I play D&D.
sorry, Craig. Sorry, everybody listening.
Don't worry, I'm researching.
The point is, I'm sorry that you don't know how pickpocketing works. This is how pickpocketing works. You have to
Okay.
distract from the visual. So if you watch how he comes up to fucking the tall guy and is like showing him something, and then immediately gets his watch, his wallet, like everything.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. In the chat, I've put in yay and I've put in nay. Just go ahead and put a thumb. I'll just take a vote. If you think that this is cool and she should be allowed to
She posted
pickpocket
that
me
in
while she's
out of
talking.
you posted that in out of
I
context.
did because
Oh, I
because-
did. Oops.
No.
No, you didn't.
Anyway.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a vote. Yes, if this should be allowed. No, if it should not. I think that's probably just the easiest way to do it.
Yay with disadvantage.
Yeah, because you like the guy's like
You're not the best pickpocket
literally
in the world.
touching people's pockets. Like she is not going to be okay with you touching her in any way.
Well, no, because she's getting up close, and talking and doing that thing where women do.
Yeah, but I already failed my deception, so she's going to be a bit on edge now, and she wasn't comfortable with the whole wedding. I'd say, yeah, go for it, but I think it should be with disadvantage because she's not that sort of. She's not in a willing to engage sort of feeling at the moment.
She
I mean,
doesn't
it's
have a problem
definitely
with Salas, because Salas has passed every charisma check with flying colors.
Yeah, but she.
I fucked up
like,
my
you
deception.
guys are
so that's-
together.
Yeah,
You guys are together, and she knows she's being lied to, or at least she knows she's being deceived. And you're the ringleader of the deception. While you yourself are charismatic, the people around you not so much. So if it seems like everybody's saying yay, so I'll go ahead and say that you can try to sleight of hand pickpocket, but it is at a disadvantage and it is a high.
Can I help? Can Russ be kind of like counting out money to put a down payment on the wedding?
Oh my god!
I want to also say, Core is screaming at himself to try to figure out how to plan it all within one day. Like he's
Hello?
trying to
Silas is
convince
browsing
that
the
this is
store.
actually a real thing.
Yeah, so the only person who thinks it isn't that she knows of is Brand.
Well, I mean, you guys are all talking about the same thing. And if one of you is lying in her brain, she's definitely
All of
on
us are lying.
edge.
All right. Let me make my check. Am I doing it with disadvantage or normal? Because I'm getting
I
help
would.
from Russ.
Just make it straight.
Is Russ helping you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm counting
Okay.
out money in front of the lady to
I
get
also-
a down payment.
I also said that Core is screaming as he's trying to prepare, since he's the wedding planner. And he's looked very convinced that it's going to happen today.
Like shrieking, like ah!
Yes, he's like in agony, just like trying to figure out how the fuck this will all work.
Oh no. Okay, how am I rolling this?
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make your check straight
Okay.
then.
24.
Okay.
I can't hear
She.
Sprax. Can anybody else hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
can hear him now. Yeah.
I cannot hear him.
Hello?
Very
I
yeah.
can hear you. Please, God,
Sorry.
tell me to roll this.
Okay. So you were trying to take the keys, yes?
Yes, they were back in her pocket.
Okay. So I will say that you. Well, hold on one second. Let me do one more thing here. Okay. You take the keys.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. All right.
She's.
be-
I mean, she still doesn't want to let this happen now, but you have her keys.
Would it be another check to pass them over to Brand?
That'd be
I
another
would
sleight of
say. I would say if somebody grabs her attention. Well, yeah. So yeah, if somebody's talking to her, I would say that you can roll with advantage against her. But if nobody's like talking to her, actively engaging her, then I'd say it's a disadvantage.
Okay.
Say Silas, by this whole time, has been looking for outfits.
I
in the store.
think Core, since he's the wedding planner, just screams at her like, "Do you have flowers? You never can get flowers."
Are you yelling at her?
Yes.
Like, what does this place look like? She's agitated at this point. What does this place look like? We sell two things. Look on one side, look on the other side. You're the ones who have barged into my place, and I'm not going to supply you flowers. You should be paying me, first of all. And she's looking at Rust with the money. Second of all, if you want to get this done, then you need to supply that stuff.
Rust just hands her 100 gold.
100 gold?
Yeah.
Oh, she says, I'm going to shut down my store for 6 hours and you're going to offer me 100 gold? Absolutely not.
He hands her another 100 gold.
I think Koro just drops like 500 into her hand.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
What? We handed her like 700 gold.
Alright,
Silas looks in his empty pouch and remembers that he spent all his extra money on lottery tickets and Slim Jims.
I'm going to do the persuasion.
11.
DM, what's your policy on counterfeit money?
God damn it, Chet!
That's
God,
a
you are like
performance
the-
check to make them, and then a probably deception check to use them.
Okay, well, because I have expertise with forgeries kit, so
You're gonna
That's
say,
usually time to
hold
make
on
it.
1 second. Tobin,
No,
let me
I
borrow
was-
your crayons.
would already have. She's a spy. She would already have this on her. Are you kidding me?
So she looks at you all and says, 3,000 gold, and you will be out of this place by 9:00 p.m. tonight.
So
And
Salas walks up to her, holding 4 platinum.
that's 40 gold.
400. That's 40 gold.
I'm sorry, electrum, whatever the one above gold is.
Platinum.
Yeah. Wait, what's the one that's supposed to be 1,000 each?
There isn't one.
Yes, there
I don't
is.
think there is.
No.
So anyway, 4,000. You're trying to say you're giving her 4 pieces that equal 4,000?
Yes.
I mean,
She's holding them out in front of her, and she's gonna be like, "Look, this is about love, okay? I understand this is a little sudden, but I would appreciate if you were a little kinder."
At this point, Silas is going to chime in. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me.
how long does charm last?
Probably an hour. Probably an hour.
Yeah.
Do they get to save?
Not one. If they only get one save, typically.
Really?
Yeah.
Unless
They don't
it's
get
a
to save?
combat.
The
Combat. Go ahead.
it cannot attack you, and because it's yeah, I mean, you can try and make a successful charisma saving throw at the end of its turn, but there's no real turn, so I don't know. It's up to
Yeah,
Right,
isn't
so-
it
so
normally
that's-
with something like Charm, they lose it if they take damage when they're in battle?
Yeah.
Like if you attack them, then you'd lose the charm, which in this situation,
No one has.
Right. So I'm thinking about the hobgoblins. Like, is the hobgoblin still charmed?
Well,
I
she
mean,
told
I
them to
guess-
stand down.
I guess if it says that they don't get to save unless they get hit, then yeah, he's still charmed. She said, so you've given her 4. Well, okay. So are these counterfeit?
Yes,
Did you make them or did you buy them?
I made them.
Okay, make a performance check.
If she used my
Wait, how do I
crayons,
make
can it be
performance-
help?
Or
Use
what is
crayons,
your,
not a piece of metal.
Yeah, because
do you
it's
have an ability?
Yeah, I have a forgery kit, and I have
That's just proficiency. That you just get proficiency in forging.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you automatically succeed. That just means you
Well,
can add your proficiency bonus.
which is okay. So this plus 9. So that plus 9.
Your proficiency is not +9.
Yes, it is. I
Your
have
proficiency.
I
Yeah,
have
roll-
Your
dude,
proficiency.
If you
We're
have
already
already
adding
a
+5 for charisma.
so it's +4, so it's a
Hold on.
26.
So it's +4. Your proficiency bonus should be +4 for
Yeah.
level 10. Is that right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's a 26. Okay, so it looks good. So she's not. She thinks it's real money, but go ahead. Well, let's see here. Yeah, she thinks it's real money. She'll take the gold and she'll like put it down her boobs, and she'll just like she has lost all demeanor. She has lost all prim and properness. She is half of a hair follicle away from going ghetto on you guys because she is so upset at what's going on.
I gave her
She
4,000.
said,
I gave her 4,000 money. She needs to shut the fuck up and be nicer.
she says, okay, but again, you are out of here by 9, and my guards will be here all night, and so will I. You will
Does
be
she
out of
give
here
me-
by 9.
Does she give me back my
Is that
money
agreed?
since,
Yes.
She sighs a deep, deep, heavy sigh and looks to the orcs and says, 2 names. I'm not going to make more orc names. Take all this inventory
Fog and Bag?
and put it in the storage room. And the 2 grunt and they go walk off. They start gathering weapons and supplies and stuff like that. She points to one of the people who are customers and says, go lock the door and put the close sign out. And she kind of glares. Like, she's obviously very upset, but she just kind of goes off into her corner of her counter and starts, like, looks like getting out maybe a ledger or something like that and starting to kind of write down what's been going on. She's definitely looking at and seeing what's going on, but she is allowing.
Salis is gonna convene kind of with everybody in the middle of the floor because she's irritated now, and she's gonna be like, okay, well, the ship may have sailed on not pissing them off, so do you want to just serve the warrant and take our money back?
Well, now that we got the door shut, at least we're saving them face in front of customers.
It's not gonna matter
Well, if we're explaining to them that, like, I suppose one way we could put it is to say that we know somebody who's good at lying, so they can pull this off, and not me because I've been miserable. But say that maybe we've had people from the papers come into the station, and they're suggesting that this place is where the dragon skin is being made, and so we're trying to keep it on the down low. So everybody doesn't start thinking that this is a shady establishment. We want to save their reputation because we appreciate everything they do for the police force. And that's why we were trying to get this whole thing of having the door shut, customers out, so we could discuss the warrant without people knowing.
I think we should wait till after the wedding so we still have a venue.
That's the thing, though, is that we may be able to get around a little bit. I mean, you could try saying, you want a separate room for the bride and the groom. But I don't know if that's going to get us access to the whole place. If we just explain it and then she starts backing it all up, like, getting really defensive, we may just have to do it forcefully. But what have they got to hide? We're not trying to go through their drawers and find, see what their underwear and all that's like. It's just, we're just trying to save them face.
That's actually what we need to do, because I'm sure
It is, but we need to try and save them face so that they think we've done all of this, so that all their customers and that don't see us going through the rooms and checking it out and start having rumors of everything.
Salis discreetly produces the key to the private quarters. Be like, well, she didn't want us to go in there, so if you can get in there, if somebody can get in there.
How many of the so-called customers that was sort of like their undercover guards are still around, or are they all?
I mean, they're basically like essentially in a circle around you.
Yeah, so somebody stealthier than me, because I've got my chainmail. I'm not stealthy.
They all also need to automatically roll Chaw saves.
Let's see here. Give me 1 second, guys.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're all back? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. What has happened, and we are back in character.
Salis screams. I'm assuming Silas does too, because we can feel each other's pain.
He feels his own pain.
Where did I hit? Was it a piercing my back?
But so
I'm sorry?
Was it the piercing feel? Was it in the back?
Yes, it was.
Since Silas and I share pain, is it doubled or is it just the same amount?
Well, you both felt pain, so
Go giving us more crap, Jess.
I turn around. Do I see anyone behind me?
Yeah. Fran spins around, draws his sword.
Because as a reaction, I would shock the nearest thing that I would see.
Which would probably be one of us. or one of the guards. Sprax is lighting up, but can anyone hear him? Because I can't.
Oh, I can't.
No.
I can hear him.
Rex, your microphone is sucking ass.
That is true.
You guys can't hear me at all?
Well,
No,
I
can.
can hear you now.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, so yeah, what was your question? I'm sorry.
And then flip around and see who's behind me.
Yeah, so you guys see the 4 customers that have just been kind of surrounding you are now basically just all in one felt unison attack, just all ganged up on the closest person they saw. So yeah, you can go ahead and take your reaction.
Hold on a second.
I'm
Hold on
one
a
of-
second, boss. I would like to remind you I have a passive perception of 18.
Same here.
And
Okay, they're rogues.
We were all distracted in conversation.
They
My
still-
past perception, which the Wrath of the Storm, creatures within 5 feet, make a dexterity saving throw as lightning suddenly sparks from me.
Sorry, I need
and
to
you,
sort my
you
cat
can
out.
take that damage. That's fine. But passive perception doesn't stop you from being attacked. They beat your armor class, and you were allowed them to be there. I mean, they weren't hiding the fact that they were there. You knew that they were there. Hello?
hold on, I'm checking. I have too many things.
Also,
I was
was everyone supposed to get something? Because I didn't get anything.
No, you
Oh,
didn't
okay.
get attacked. There are only
I-
4 of them.
I just attacked the person behind me with my reaction.
So I'm gonna do uncanny dodge as my reaction there.
Okay, so first things first, go put your characters on the board in the middle of the room. Let's say that the big circle is, or the big square is the room. Go ahead and put yourselves in the middle. Keep trying to erase that other box, and I can't figure out how to do that. Whatever, we'll go ahead and leave it. So you guys are, dang it, what am I doing? How do I click on characters? There, okay. There, okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. Hold on. There. Yeah, go ahead and put you guys in a circle or however you guys were talking. Let's see, there's one on you, then one on you,
I'm doing
and
initiative.
then
And do we all get a reaction? Or a thing to do beforehand?
or over like on this side. Sorry. If you can't tell, I'm new to this.
No, it's okay. I'm just waiting.
Did I get them all? Yes. Okay, cool. Okie doke. So let's see here. So Core, you were attacking.
Yeah.
Yes?
He has to make a dexterity saving throw against. And guess
Well, we were closer than that, so I'm gonna put my guy over by the rest of them. So you might want to
Okay.
move your guy over.
This is an
That's fine.
lightning damage that happens.
Did you say Dex save?
Dex save, yeah. Fails. 12 lightning damage.
Okie doke. And then what were you doing, Jess?
I was saying like visually, we were all closer together because I was like randomly over
Right.
separate.
Right.
So
I meant your uncanny dodge.
Oh yeah, so basically that's my reaction, and then that it halves the damage that was done against me. So
For dexterity?
when-
Yeah.
when-
Oh, do you have to make a check for that? I don't remember.
Oh,
No.
you do not.
No? Okay. So Grizz, where did you leave?
Last thing I remember was the keys.
Okay, so the group was talking about what they were going to do. They were saying, how are we going to press on from where we are? And then the 4 customers have sneak attacked 4 of the people, and one of them was you, and so you took the damage that I sent you.
Okay, I already took that part.
Okay, so first up in initiative is, oh wait, I didn't roll for Gwenda.
Great.
Gwenda got an 18. Crap, I didn't click on her before I did that. Is that how that works?
I don't know.
There. There we go. Okay. Okay, so Salas, you go first.
All right. I am going to do.
Actually, sorry, they get their movement. No. They'll stay where they are. Never mind. You're good. It's your turn.
I'm gonna do a stab.
That hits.
8.
So let me see here. So Lackey number 1 is the one that took the damage. Lackey number 2 is the one that attacked Silas. Lackey number 3 is the one that you're attacking. I'm assuming you're attacking the one next to you, yes?
Yeah, the one who stabbed me. I don't appreciate being stabbed. Or burned or
Okay.
whatever.
Okay, so yeah, you guys all felt a dagger deep into the back of your backs.
The back of
Okay.
my back, not just my back, but the back of my
Exactly, the back of your back. Okay?
As my bonus action,
back. Back.
I'm gonna push that bitch.
Is that a thing with rogues?
It's a thing when you're telekinetic.
Oh, okay.
So he
You
has
know
to
what? Just have her homework.
he has to succeed on a strength saving throw. So 8 plus 4. 12.
That's the DC.
Yeah.
Strength save.
Oh,
4.
that motherfucker fails. He's got to go 5 feet back.
Is that it?
Back, motherfucker. Don't know me like that.
Okay. So that's your bonus action and your action. Are you doing anything with your movement?
I'm trying to get a better view of the field here. So this is accurate, right?
Yeah, sure.
But if I pass by this guy, do I get? I know rogues can do like a dodge thing. Do I get an opportunity attack?
You would, because you already used one of your dodge feats, I'm pretty sure.
Are
can
you
only
saying
use
if
one.
you would or if he would?
I'm asking if he would get an opportunity attack on me. I mean, I can just
Yes.
go the long way
Oh.
around. I have plenty of movement.
I mean, unless you have some sort of ability that negates opportunity attacks, like the mobile feat or something, yeah, he would get one if you leave his space after you enter it. So you can enter his space, but you can't leave it without getting attacked.
10 and 15, so that'd be 25. So I'm gonna go. He can't attack me here, right?
No, as far as you know.
But if I go here, he can attack me.
Yes, but he cannot opportunity attack you unless you leave his space. So you can enter his space, but you can't leave it.
Okay, well then yeah, I'm just gonna go here. So because this way he's flanked
Correct?
by who is this guy? Is this Brand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Brand.
Okay, then yeah, he's flanked. So any
Mhm.
attacks on him he should have disadvantage on us, and then we should have advantage on him.
No, I don't think he gets disadvantage because he's
No, it
flanked,
just
does
gives
it?
advantage.
Yeah, you guys have advantage against him. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okie doke. So next is the lackey that is attacking the chef. I forgot the name.
Core.
Core. Okay.
Mhm.
He will step here, still within range, and he will unleash a multi attack.
Wait, let me check something real quick.
Does a 10 or a 15 hit?
No, but I used my reaction again to give him another Wrath of the Storm.
It's not
It's
a channel
still the-
anything?
No,
It's still
the ability from my subclass.
It's still the same turn. You
Oh,
still haven't gone yet, so you don't have your
Then,
reaction
okay.
anymore. So
Okay.
does a 15 hit?
no.
I presume a 10 misses as well then?
No.
Okay. So then
It bounces off the apron.
okay, that's his turn. Gwenda did not roll a 36. She rolled a 16.
It's doubled up.
Let's see here. Silas, well, Rust, what are you doing right now? I know
Well,
you just
you'll
got surprised, and like you just got surprised. Who are you looking at? Like, what direction were you looking?
probably with Salas. So he's probably looking at this guy right now.
Okay. Silas or Salas, you're probably looking the other direction, so you can't see. Yeah, I think Silas would be the only one. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Salas. I meant Salas. I'm gonna get you guys confused all the time.
Wait, why am I'm looking this way.
Aren't you looking up?
Yeah, I'm looking here.
Yeah, she's right here. So you can see her in your peripheral.
Okay. I'm just confused.
If you don't want to make
I'm just
if you
confused
don't
as
want
to
to
why
make the check.
That's why I'm confused as to why I'm disadvantaged. You made it sound like I was looking in the opposite direction.
No, because you're like there are people in front of you. You just got attacked. You're focusing on the people in front of you. This is happening like outside, like out of your field of view. Okay. What is stealth again? Is that dexterity? Why does it still say 16 there? Okay. So it is the lackey's turn that is attacking Silas. So they will make a, well, let's see here. Yeah, they will make a multi-attack.
Okay. Jesus.
Ooh, double nat
Nice.
20.
It's
Luckily,
not nice.
Oh, +1 bludgeoning damage. Woohoo! So that is 7 bludgeoning damage to you. And then I'm assuming the 9 misses.
9 misses.
Okay, and that's the end of his turn. It is Rust. You're up.
Okay. Guess I'll just run up to the guy that attacked my wife and smack him. Does 28 hit? Oh wait, and
Just
I'm
a
also
little
going
bit.
into a rage. I am also in a rage.
No.
Okay, but just in the future, you got to say it before you attack.
Okay. So, 13 plus 17.
So 13 plus 4, is that right?
Yeah.
So this is lackey number 3, I believe.
And then if he's still alive, I'll attack him again.
Okay.
Well, I'll say this beforehand. I'll do non-lethal because we're police.
Okay.
Oh, you sweet cinnamon bun. I mean, I don't feel like they're gonna return the favor.
Does 14 hit?
It does. Roll
Nope.
damage.
Jesus.
15.
Okay. How are you non-lethally incapacitating this man?
Haha. I guess I'll just hit him with the butt of my axe.
Okay. You hit him with the blunt side of your axe, and the we'll say that there's a shelf of like fine leaves and flowers and stuff used for like herbal medicines and whatnot, and he falls into it and just knocks the whole thing over. And that is his turn. He was next, but he's dead now. So now it is
He's
Silas.
unconscious. I did not
Unconscious.
kill him.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait,
What's-
I'm not in the initiative.
Are you not?
Shit.
My character's not in
There's
the initiative roll. Damn it.
I saw that you rolled.
I know I rolled. I got
You
9.
have to click. Yeah, you have to
Um,
click your token when you roll to get it
Damn
to.
Do you want
So
to
you
add me? Or
rolled
do I
a
just roll it?
9.
Yeah, I
I'll
rolled.
do it. I got you.
What do I want to do? I am going to cast. So I can see Gwenda, right?
No.
No,
She.
Gwenda
she's
is
dead?
no longer there.
So in that case, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the one right in front of me.
Okay, is that charisma save?
Let me see. It is a... It is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. So he fails.
He takes 16 psychic damage. And I'm just going to look at him and be like, you better run, motherfucker.
So I believe this was lackey number 2.
Yeah. And if he's running away from me, I would get an opportunity attack on him, right?
Oh, you're forcing him to run away, though.
It still counts.
Wouldn't the running away happen on his turn, though?
What happens immediately?
Yeah,
he used
that's
his
right.
Reaction. He's using his reaction to move. So then I could use my reaction to hit him with a sword. Right?
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. So he uses his reaction to run away.
Use my reaction to swing. That's a 22. 7 piercing damage as I hit him with the sword. And then as a bonus action, I am going to cast. It's not casting, but I'm going to activate Mantle of Inspiration. So everyone gains. It's more than 10. It is 11 temporary hit points and can use their reaction to move without provoking opportunity attacks.
Oh,
And for this, let me see. For this, he's going to strum. He's going to tap a few of the keys on his guitar and say, "Remember my name, fame. I wanna live forever." This music inspires everyone to move and feel better. And so I can do that on charisma mod equals people. So that's 4. So I'm just going to do it on the party. So Salus, Brand, Core, and Russ. You all
So
gain
everybody
11.
but you.
Everybody but me gets 11 hit points and can use the reaction to move.
how much damage did you take?
Me?
I would know because I'm your twin.
I've taken a total of like 37. I've taken 37.
By the way, I'm not keeping track of you guys' hit points, by the way, so don't ask. I have no idea what hit points you're at.
Okay, no, 27. I've taken 27.
That sounds right.
So it's 20, then the 7 from the mace.
Okay, so is that your turn?
Does anybody want to use the reaction to move?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know we could do it now. I thought we had to wait till.
Yeah, it's your reaction, so it's right now.
No, I'm not.
But
gonna
you're
use
you're using your reaction to do it. So you can't have opportunity attacks for a whole round, just so you know.
That's fine.
Well, this is the same. Wait, do I have my reaction still in this round?
Did you use it?
I don't know.
I don't think you did.
What?
Wait, did you?
I think it was
Is
Core that used it.
Yeah, I
Is
was.
uncanny dodge a reaction? Well, it doesn't matter because you've already gone since then.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
everyone.
So yeah, this is
Four wouldn't be able to move, but everybody else would be able to.
yeah, and you don't have your uncanny dodge for this round because you don't have a reaction anymore.
Okay.
You're gonna
that's
go
fine.
it. Well, you don't have to use it. You can if you want to.
So after this is core, and then after that is going to be brand.
So Thor is furious with the fact that he's the wedding planner on the spot. No intention of doing it in the first place. Had to write down with 7 of his unwanted paper or his wanted posters just for like planning all of it, and then he got stabbed in the back. And he's screaming at the guy in front of him as he stomps his foot and does destructive wave. Everyone within 30 feet that he chooses will take
Jesus Christ!
So as an ability as me as a Tempest player,
What?
it's a perfect
What?
30 with 20 radiant damage. All in total.
What level spell was that, by the way?
5th.
5th?
Yeah, dude.
Golly, you are
I
angry.
said I was gonna have fun with it being a Tempest because every thunder or lightning damage is perfect max damage.
Is there
Yeah.
a way to hide a draw. Oh, there, hide from others. There we go. Can you guys see that?
No.
He's fucking entering, and everyone within 30 feet of him is going to take that raft.
Everyone that you choose, or just everyone?
The one I choose.
Oh, okay.
Now, I would like to remind you, the other guy over here is both flanked and within 30 feet of you. This guy here too is also.
I know
Alright, so
all of the people within this, within like this.
you keep
Yeah.
saying all the people and then saying people you choose. Are you doing all the people or are you doing the people
No,
you
it's
choose?
only the rogues. Sorry, it's only the rogues.
Only the
Okay.
bad rogues, the bad guys, not the good rogues that we like
I'm
and
just
that
gonna
are.
look up destructive wave just so I know.
So whoever
Okay,
failed 50 damage total.
Oh crap! Jeez. Well,
Oh,
at least I.
That means your unconscious guy is dead too.
Yeah, though he takes two. Did you choose him?
He's too angry to decide. He just chooses all of the rogues.
Okay, so then
Literally, each
this
creature that
this
they
guy.
choose.
This guy is on two. Well, actually, so they took two kinds of damage. Does that mean they take two different death saving throws and therefore 4?
Typically,
It
Well,
just
no, they don't
says-
have death
it just
saving
says
throws
other-
anyway.
Also, radiant damage.
They don't have death saving throws anyway. They're not NPCs. Okay, so yeah, 3 of them are dead.
Wait, what about this guy?
Is he 30 feet?
He's within 30 feet.
Yeah, he's in 30
Exactly
feet.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
already took like 16, so he's definitely gone.
Well. Okay.
Don't piss off the cleric.
He's done. He's done dead. He's done.
You done plumb gone did it now, son.
Okay. So, Brand, it is your turn.
Use my movement to
Is there anybody left?
go to where I last saw Gwenda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there like any trapdoor or anything around here?
Make a perception check.
What happened to the hobgoblins? Are they just gone?
They left, yeah.
No, they're not. They haven't left.
15.
15.
Yeah, basically
No,
trying
but-
to see where she went.
You don't find any trapdoors.
Yeah, I'll hold my attack action just in case anything comes in range, but otherwise, that's it.
Okay. And this guy's dead. It is a new round. So, the ogres will say we're over at the door.
What
I
ogres?
love how every time he mentions them, their race changes.
Oh, yeah, sorry, hobgoblins. I'm sorry. The hobgoblins are over
If
here
I'd
at
known
the
they'd
door.
been there, I would have gone towards them. They weren't on the map.
Well, they weren't doing anything attacky. I mean, I'll let you take it back if you want to, but they haven't shown any aggression. Like
Well, we
they're
know-
just as surprised as you are.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll stick to what my action was then.
Their day
Looking
job
for Gwenda.
is going to play some Gwent with Gwendolyn.
Okay, did that work? Are they on? Yes. Okay. It's a stupid name. I didn't know how to change it. I tried to change it. It didn't work.
What?
The name in the turn order.
We can't see any names. I can only see my own name and Core's name.
Really?
Yeah.
Gwenda's just disappeared.
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, it's all up there for me. Okay, that's weird.
Well-
Okay.
It's at the bottom again with 0.
So anyway, that was. So Brand, are you going to take what you said back?
No, he said he wasn't.
No? Okay, so then it's the top of the order. So it is Salus, it is your turn. So the orcs have now, they're just as surprised
Hobgoblin!
as you are. Hobgoblins, dang it, hobgoblins, sorry. So they're just as surprised as you are, but they're definitely taking their axes out and they're looking at you guys.
So I real quick run up to Silas and stab him in the neck with all 10 of my fingernails.
Ah!
He gets 10 talent points back.
How many?
10. I only have
One
10.
of these guards is charmed by Salis as well.
Yes, that's true. I only have
They
10 figures.
won't attack
Oh
Salis
my
at all.
God.
Yeah, they won't attack Silence. Yes.
Names, man.
And then she's gonna go over to where she last saw Gwenda and do her own. That's what she was doing, is she was coming over here to look for Gwenda. So what do you want me to roll
Okay.
for this?
Perception, or is that investigation? I guess that'd be investigation.
This would be investigation too, probably.
Oh, sorry, that was disadvantage. Ignore that.
Okay, you're looking for signs of her?
Yes. Or escape.
You see nothing that looks viable for escape.
No secret anything?
Nothing. It just looks like a corner of a building. There's nothing there. You still have your bonus action if you'd like to.
All right, give me a second. Master tactics. Oh, I forgot I could disengage and hide.
That might be a good thing to do in this room.
Yeah, so she's gonna
If you
she's gonna jump over the counter and hide them.
If like you have range weapons, I presume.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and is that stealth? Yeah, make a stealth check. Because you can bonus action hide as a rogue, I believe.
Yes.
21.
Okay, you feel like you're hidden.
Great.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. It is this orc's turn.
Hobgoblin!
Listen, you're the one who decided what race they were, okay?
I know. Okay. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. Okay. The
You're
hobgoblin, I promise they're not changelings. The hobgoblin will come up here and will attack Rust.
Rude.
No, they keep forgetting what race they are, so they keep switching between them because they get confused.
Right, exactly.
Was in those drugs.
21.
I mean, yeah, that hits.
Okay, that is 9 slashing.
Is
Probably-
that half beforehand?
Probably halved because you're raging.
Yeah.
Is their dex lower than their strength because you've done a stealth roll? Oh no, that was Salis. Sorry, forget me.
Forgotten.
Yeah, and then multi-attack with an 18.
That hits.
17 slashing damage. Halved to, that would be 8. And the first one was halved to 4, by the way, you round down.
Okay.
Okay, and that's his turn. I don't really think there's anybody. Yep. Rust, it's your turn.
Okay. Gonna. Is this the one that's charmed?
I don't think you would know which one saves and which one well, you would know which one let go of first. And I'll say that this one here and the bottom was the one that let go first. So you'd presume that that's the one that's charmed.
Okay. Then, oh well, I'm still gonna attack this one, non-lethally.
Okay. Okay.
I'm assuming 13 doesn't hit.
No, it misses.
Okay, well, I'll try one more time. 17.
Misses. These
Oh
guys
my
are
goodness.
really buff. These guys are the real deal hired hands.
Well, then I'm gonna tase him, and he has to.
Is that a
Yeah,
bonus action?
No, it's well, yes, it's a bonus action, but it's just flavor. I'm doing the storm aura thing.
Okay. Do I
If yeah, it's a con save. he
6 to
passes, he'll-
15?
DC's 15.
Ooh, 18. Does he take half?
He takes half.
Okay, so that's 6 damage. He's not happy about it, but he is coming after you. He's confused, but he seems pretty clear about one thing, and that's he's going to hit you. So is that everything?
Yes.
Okie doke. So now it's the other one's turn. He will get up here. He now has advantage, and he will multi-attack. It's a 19.
That hits.
Okay, that's 10 slashing plus an extra 2d6 because a friend is next to him. 2, yeah, 12 damage. Woo, that was so worth it. Hey, he will attack again. 13.
That doesn't hit.
Okay, so he comes behind you and just hits you in the back of the head. You're dazed a little bit, and he goes, "I got him this time," and you just clumsily like change your position to the other foot, and he just whiffs completely on the second one. So now, Silas, it's your turn.
Do any of that without hitting Rust. So I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on this one. So he needs to
Okay.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
Okay. Well then, I will use my bonus action to bardically inspire Rust. So he has a D10 now to his attack rolls or saving throws. And I just point at him and I go, it's just another day, it's just another day.
And you feel bardically inspired. Take the D10. And Core, it's your turn, unless you're moving.
Oh, sorry. Okay, and I'm gonna move over here.
Why does it keep saying you have 25? What is this? You have like 7. Why does it keep changing?
I'm gonna flank so you can get advantage. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
At what level?
3. Wait.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm gonna cast it level 3. So with the power of racism, I choose 2 of the hobgoblins.
By the power of racism.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so lucky for you, the one in
I don't-
front of you fails, but the one who is charmed saves.
Okay.
Oh, they take half damage, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I just want to say, I forgot this. All the little spirit animals are actually little rats with chef hats on them.
Okie doke.
Aw.
So he gets to save now that he's been attacked, right?
I think so. Is that what?
Is that right,
Yeah.
Salis?
Yes, yes.
Is it a wisdom?
No. So actually,
Isn't it charisma?
yeah, it's charisma. Let me go back to my sheet. Hold on.
4. I think that fails.
Yeah, it's a charisma. So
Okay. Okay. He is still charmed. He's being bitten by rats and is just looking at you longingly. So that was your that's your attack. You still have your bonus and your movement, or you already moved. You still have your bonus action if you want it.
I need to check what bonus action I have.
And Brand, you're
No, I
next.
can't have
Yeah.
another spell. So no, that's my turn.
Okay. Brand, you're up.
All right, gonna move to there.
No.
I'm going.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my fighting spirit to give myself advantage, and I'm gonna attack him twice.
Okay.
23 to hit. This is just a single, so 12 slashing.
That hits. 12 slashing.
And the second one.
That's against that one, so it gets to make another save. Nine. Nope. Still in love.
And then the second one's a 15 to hit.
That misses.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Salis.
Okay, the only thing I want to do is once again investigate or something.
Are you still focusing on this little corner?
Where are the doors?
I'll go along the wall to the last place I saw.
Okay. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make your investigation check.
Well, I don't see shit.
No, you do not.
All right, that's my turn.
Hey, are you still hiding?
Yes.
I would presume your stealth would still be good since you haven't shown yourself. Okay. Up next is this guy. He's going to attack.
Make a wisdom saving throw because of the spirit guardians.
Oh, because he's starting his turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
19.
He saves, but he still takes the damage, I believe.
Yeah, he takes half damage.
Yeah. So let me.
Is it basically when he stays within, what is it, like 20 feet of you?
15 feet, actually.
15?
I need to check.
Yeah, so he's just in range.
Oh, ignore that. 17 half down.
Okay, so that is 8
Radiant damage.
to the one that needs to now make another save. He's gonna get it one of these days. 8. Okay, so he will. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm gonna let you guys know like when they're. I'll try to let you know when they're bloodied and whatnot. Yeah. Well, no, never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. He will make a single attack this time, and he has advantage, so it's a 16.
On who?
Rust.
Oh, well, then that hits.
Okay, 14 plus 2d6. 21. Half down to 10. Okay. Since Salas, I would say you're trying to pay attention to this, go ahead and make a perception check.
Do you want regular or with advantage?
I think since you're hiding, it would still be with disadvantage, or it would be regular.
6.
Okay.
I have a lot of
You don't-
skills. That's not really. I mean, that's one of them, but and I have the observant feat. That's what's so frustrating. I have the observant feat.
Does that do anything? Or what does that do? What does the observant feat do?
I put it in chat.
See creature's mouth.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating.
To passive. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that since you aren't well. So I'll ask you, if something happened somewhere else, other than the place that you were investigating, would you be perceptive enough to pay attention to it?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So you will look over and see this door, the double doors, open by themselves. Both of them at the same time. They then close, and that's all you see.
Ah, fuck, where am I in the order? I'm so far away. Okay. I can't do anything about it, right?
I mean, I'll allow you to free action. You can talk. As long as it's something that can be said in a few seconds. Like, you can't have a conversation, obviously.
Right. So I would say I'm gonna have to shout with my mouth, aren't I? Okay, fine. Wait,
Yes.
no,
Who else you shout with?
because I argued that Silas and I should be telekinetic because we're twins.
Telepathic.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You're emphatic, not telekinetic.
Empathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Telepathic.
Ogre.
So she's gonna stand up and be like, Gwenda's getting away, and she's gonna point at the door.
Where is Gwenda coming out of?
going into?
You see these so Silas sees these doors up on the top right, the double doors open, and you guys just see Silas pointing in that direction. I would say by this point the doors are already closed, but it's pretty clear that she's pointing at the double doors. Okay, so Rust, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna smack the guy that's eyeing down my wife.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, you're gonna smack the one that's charmed by her?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, you're a jealous lover, aren't you? Okay, go ahead.
We're about to get married, and he's eyeing her down.
Wait, no, wait. What? What did I miss? I couldn't hear that. What happened?
Rust is attacking the one who's charmed by you because he's a jealous lover.
Oh, that's so
We
sweet.
put too much
I
effort.
can't wait for the end when you got to tell him it's not real.
I'm gonna be. Of course, gonna be so mad.
This is
It's
turned
still
from
gonna
realm
be-
cops to divorce court.
It's still gonna be non-lethal. I'm not that jealous to actually
Hey,
murder.
you-
All rise for the Honorable Judge Panther.
Okay, you
Do I
miss.
Wait, do I get advantage? Because
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Wait, no.
They're at 90, so yeah, I'll give it to you. There's a dead guy there. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give it to you. Hey, 26. Take damage.
13.
Okay, charisma saving throw number 5. 13. Did he finally pass?
Meets beats.
Yay! So he's no longer charmed. Okay, so then did you attack again?
Yeah, I'm gonna assume 15 or 12 doesn't hit.
Yeah, that's with advantage. Yeah, that misses.
Well, then I'm gonna tase him.
Do not resist.
17. He takes 4.
Congratulations. You are being rescued.
Do not resist.
Do not resist. So fun fact. So I started playing Jedi Fallen Order, and those droids show up as an enemy, and they literally show up and they literally talk like that when they're kicking the shit out of you. It's like mortality probable when they kill you. Like they'll kill
Ooh,
you. They're
that's a
like
9.
mortality probable.
That's a
Beat
9
it.
against Russ, so that misses.
Physical beating ensuing, and I'm just like,
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's right. Yep. 16 takes half.
4 radiant damage.
4. he has his heart broken because he's no longer charmed. He feels like a fool, and he is hurt a lot. Hey, Silas.
So those doors that Gwendo went out of, were those
Mhm.
leading to an alley?
Well, you haven't seen through the doors. You know that there are double doors on the outside and that these are double doors, but you don't know if they're the same.
I could try dimension touring, but that's a very big risk if I don't know where I'm going.
I mean, make a... What would it be to perceive something that's already been said? Would that be history?
A history check, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
make a history check.
I got
Or
nothing
if
to
you don't
lose.
want to,
I'll try. 3. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I wasn't
You
making
don't-
that-
you don't remember.
Mm,
You have no idea what's behind that door. It could be Wonka. Like, it could be the Wonka factory. You have no idea.
Because I could just use my. Wait, I can. Dashing is your action, right?
Correct, unless you have something that says otherwise.
Okay. I think. Let me look at something real quick. I think I know how I can do this. Okay. All right. So I am going to use my dash to run out the door after her, and I think because it's 30 something feet away. It's 50 feet. So yeah, I'll dash out the door, and what do I see?
Well, you get to the door, and the door is locked.
Motherfucker!
Wait, I have the keys. How did she lock it?
What?
She locked it beforehand.
No,
There's
no,
a deadbolt.
That was a different door. Oh,
I use my action to do that. So,
can you kick down the door?
yeah. Can I do a check to, as a bonus action? Can I either pick the lock or yank it open? Which one I prefer to pick it? But if you say
Well,
that's too much
Do you
for a
I
bonus
don't-
action,
Do with these tools?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you have. I think a bonus action, you have to use an action in order to do something like that. So I think you can be there if you want to. I'll allow you a perception check to kind of see if you can hear, but anything physical, yeah, I'd say you don't have the time to.
okay.
I have expertise with these tools.
I know. The only other thing I could do would be shatter, but that's an action. I'll do a perception check then.
Okay.
11.
11. So I'll say that you hear.
I also have a
Scuff-
15 passive, if that makes it better.
Okay, I'll say that you hear scuffling and like maybe stuff moving around, but you can't make out anything particular. You could definitely hear that there's something like pretty close behind the door, but you can just hear like stuff moving around, maybe some footsteps, stuff like that.
I'll yell to the rest of the group, "Door's locked! Let's go!"
And is that it? No, move your token, by the way. Okay, core. Why does it say 25? But whatever, forget it. Your initiative 7. I don't care anymore.
Wait, we have to deal with the hobgoblins, but there's also a door.
The ogre. No, yes.
Let's... Fuck. Okay. I
You
guess
can just disengage.
I could. They are. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say he disengages.
Okay.
He's gonna move up here. To. Would it be an action for me to try to bust down the door?
That was exactly 30 feet. So that was your movements. You have an action. Yes. If you want to try to make a strength check to bust down the door, you can
Wait,
do
do
that.
I still have my action?
That was only 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Disengage.
I also disengage. That's also one.
Yeah, disengage was your bonus. Oh, yeah. So you disengaged with your action, then you moved. So yeah, you only have a bonus left.
I don't want to disengage. I'll take the.
Okay, you'll take the attack.
Yep.
I'll allow that. 8.
Reaction.
Is it
Make-
only if you hit, or is it anytime you get attacked?
Anytime I get attacked.
Okay, sweet.
Dex save.
$20.
He takes half of my taser.
Okie doke.
Alright, I'm gonna
Let's-
move here. Yeah. I don't know if this will work, but I want to cast Gust of Wind, which makes a line of strong wind 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasting in a direction I choose. I'm basically blasting the door with wind. If that works.
Let me take a look at that spell.
Let me here. I hope it shows.
Oh,
no,
thank you.
it does. It shows the saving throw. Let me put in the description.
On a strong wind and 10 feet wide blast from you. Each creature, it starts in its turn. Blah, 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 blah. The gust disperses gas or vapor, extinguishes candles, torches, and similar protective flames. If it causes protective flames to have a 50% chance, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, if you still want to try, I would say that you're definitely pushing the door, but it feels like it's reinforced in some way. Like it's not just a bolt. It seems like there's something heavy on the other side of the door,
Okay.
keeping it shut.
Hmm. Fuck. I don't.
Brad, you're next.
Hmm. No, I want to. That's the only thing I can try. Unless I try to strength save, and try to strength save if the spell doesn't work. Or a strength check.
Well, yeah, but I think you've already used everything. Yeah, I think
No,
you
I
use
haven't used
move, Nick. Isn't Gust of Wind an action, or is that bonus
Yeah.
action?
No, it's an action. I guess I casted it just to test if it blasts the door down, but it doesn't.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that'll be my turn. There's just a streamline of wind trying to bust down the door.
Okay, Brand.
Right. So I get advantage anyway because of the 90 degrees, yeah?
Correct.
Right. So I'll start with the first 2 attacks. $25 to hit, 9 damage.
Are you non-lethal?
No, I'm killing the guy.
Okay. How do you want to get him?
This one's just going to be a blade going thrusting upwards through the neck.
Okie doke. So that one is thrust. Like he goes for a swing. He's paying attention to Rust. I'll say that you kind of step on his friend and then jab the longsword right through his trachea, and it goes up. You can feel it hit the base of the spine, and you can feel him just limp slightly, and your sword kind of, like, your hands kind of fall because you now have like hundreds of pounds of hobgoblin at the end of your sword, and he just falls flat. He's out.
Nice. Right. My extra attack action. Would that have to be simultaneously with that one, or can I move to the other and take that?
I'll say you can move. That's fine.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to move. What that 1, 2 to there, and I'll do my second one on him. That's a 13 to hit.
misses.
Right.
Nope.
Have I got time to quickly ask Rust? Have you got this?
You can ask, but Russ can't reply. Yeah, I'll say Russ can't reply until his turn.
Not even with a reaction?
Can I give him a quick thumbs up?
Yeah, sure. I'll say you can do something nonverbal. That's fine.
Cool. So I use the rest of my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. I'm going to burn my action surge. Where is it? There, mark that off. And then I'm going to use my charger ability to charge at the door in a melee
sweet.
attack. So what am I doing? Am I just rolling to hit?
What is your ability? Can you put it in chat?
Yeah. That should post it there.
When you use your action and dash, you can use a bonus action to make a melee attack. If you move at least 10 feet in a straight line, you either gain +5 to a bonus damage roll or push the target 10 feet away from you. Okay, so are you choosing to shove or are you choosing to attack?
Am I able to perceive how sturdy the doors look?
I will say that they are, from what you can tell, they seem to be very, very well made, but they're still made of wood to kind of match the decor because they're on Gwenda's side. So if they're on the other side, they might have been made of stone, but they're not. So they're on this side, so they're made of wood. But wood can be broken into, but it seems pretty sturdy.
I'm going to try and do a 10-foot push, going in with that kind of force.
Okay, so I'm going to just kind of homebrew this. Make a strength check.
I think I had some checks. Where's my feet? Oh no, it's a saving throw. All right, strength check. No advantage?
No. I will say...
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Boy. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see here. Well, it has to be a success, right? Okay, so I'll say this. You just say Silas and the Null. I keep forgetting your name. I keep wanting to call you Rook, and it's not Rook. Core. It's the opposite. It's backwards. And Core. you guys see this gray blur run past you. And by the time you know what's going on, the doors, while not like completely wide open, they have definitely, whatever has been separating them, the bolt itself has been broken. I'll say that you three can see inside and see that the door was barricaded with some crates and stuff like that. You guys can absolutely get through, but you can't see in yet because the doors weren't able to fling fully open. But you can definitely get in there now.
I mean, the spell's still active? The strong wind spell?
The gust of wind?
Yeah. It's still active.
Yeah, I don't think it would push the crates though. I would say you can climb over the crates, but I wouldn't say they push the crates out of the way. That would be really strong.
Well, from my dash, I would still have 10 feet of movement still to go to get me through.
10 feet?
Because technically, I would have been right at the door.
Okay, so I will say that this is definitely counts as difficult terrain. Make a dexterity check to see if you can get through the door.
Oh, shit. 14.
Okay, you start, but you're kind of Winnie the Poohing it.
Yeah.
you kind of got your bum in the
down.
air. Yeah, you kind of got your bum in the air, but you're definitely working your way into the room.
Awesome. Yeah, that's me done.
Okay, and it is this guy, and he will... Yeah, he'll attack again. 17.
That hits.
Wait. Hello?
Yeah,
Um,
is that the dead one? Yeah, it is the dead one. I'm sorry,
no, I
that's
feel
the
like
dead
I was
one.
skipped. Y'all were talking about
Yeah, it has. It's skipped.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Waiting for my turn to come up.
I'm sorry. Salas, go ahead.
So I'm gonna go through the door. What do I see?
What?
Wait, can you get there?
I get where?
What's your speed?
I'm
Mine is 30.
Yeah, I'm 30.
Okay, so 30 feet. I'll get you there.
Well, I
That's
was already
Salas.
close
You
to
said.
the
I
door.
thought you said Silas.
No, it's Salas's turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
30
can't hear her.
Yeah, 30 feet gets you there. Are you dashing or are you using your action to move further?
Well, I thought I was already close to the door to begin with because I was the
Nope.
first one who spotted the door. Remember?
Yeah,
You
but you
spotted
haven't
it
moved.
open and close from the other side of the room when you had your passive
Yeah.
perception.
You spotted it not on your turn, so you
And
haven't
then
had
you
the
called
ability
it
to
out
move
to
yet.
everybody else.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll use so 30 gets me where?
30 gets you there. 30 gets you there. And so you could use your bonus action to dash and get to the door, but I'll probably say you have to make a dexterity check to get around Winnie the Pooh and get into the building.
Well, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, make your dex check.
Save or check?
Check.
24.
24. Awesome. So you make it in, I'll say. You want to know what you see?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I will send it to you.
Oh fuck.
Okay, who's next?
Is the hobgoblin still
It still
going?
says you're typing.
That's the dead. I know. I haven't sent it to you yet. I'm trying to do two things at once. Okay, Rest, it's your turn.
Gonna non-lethally axe this guy.
Do it.
Ooh, I crit.
Oh,
You hit. Well damage.
Ooh, and I get brutal critical, so I can add another D12 after this.
This ain't
Jesus.
gonna be good.
And... Wow, cool, awesome. So that's 22. Is he still alive or unconscious?
I hope he's still alive. He is down. How would you like to knock him out?
Will you still let me do non-lethally if I use the taser?
I hope so. That's what it's for.
Well, technically it's an ability. It's not an actual taser, but I just like
Yes.
calling it a
No,
taser.
Yes, I will allow you to taste them, and you can put the Miranda manacles on them if you'd like to.
Nah, he's fine. I'll save him.
Okay. Yes, so he is down. I will go ahead and say that you are all out of initiative.
Okay, then
So-
can I just run over and axe the boxes away? Axe
Yeah,
the
so I'll
crates
say
away?
that-
I'd probably help as well.
Please be
I'll say
careful.
that,
I'm on top of them.
I'll say that through all of this, you guys get through, and you guys have opened the door. So inside, you see the cargo room. This is the place where they hold all their inventory. You can see, well, actually, interestingly enough, what you see is that there's no other double door. It seems like the double doors on the outside of the building might have been a ruse or a trick or something, whatever, but they don't go into this room. The only thing you see in this room, actually, go ahead and make perception checks.
Does my 18 do anything?
Well, you're actively perceiving.
Natural one.
Natural one.
Okay, who's left? Salus?
8.
Including the
The null's
D12,
not.
that was 4 natural ones in a row there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so in this room, there are just tons of cargo boxes, just full of stuff. Some of them are empty, some of them are full. I'll say that you look through them and you don't really find anything in particular. There's some broken furniture. There's like a broken chair and a broken table. There seem to be a few of those little display cases that all the swords have been on. Some of them are broken as well. But I will say that the two things that seem to kind of be out of place in this room is there appears to be, on one side of the room, a painting, and then on the other side of the room, a grandfather clock.
I rip off painting.
I'm sorry?
Salus would try and stop her. Him.
You said you're going to go
I
rip
don't
the
mean by
painting?
ripping off, like tearing apart the painting. I mean taking the painting off the wall.
Oh, okay.
Hey, the painting is affixed to the wall.
Okay,
Can
no.
I
Can
tear
I
it off
try
the
and-
wall.
No. I would like to. Well, I rolled investigation. You want me to roll it again? Or you want to take that one?
What are you investigating?
First, I'm gonna investigate the painting because it's in danger of being ripped off the wall by this maniac cook.
Are you looking for secret passages? Are you looking for...
I'm looking for a trigger of some kind.
Okay. Did you roll again? Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Investigation. Come on, baby. 19.
Okay, so you take a look at the painting from behind, and you can see that it's just hung up by a normal painting wall hanger. There's nothing behind it. You get your hand behind it, and you can move it a little bit. It doesn't look like it's hinged or anything. It just kind of looks like it's locked in place on the wall. It doesn't look in any way particularly special or out of place. It just looks like a painting that's been locked on the wall so it doesn't fall.
It doesn't feel like anything in the frame either.
Nope, everything looks on the up and up.
Can I pick up the grandfather clock?
Make a strength check.
Or
Are
am
you
I
still
in the- Yeah, am I still raging?
I don't think you have persistent rage yet, so you drop rage whenever you don't get attacked for a round.
And also, it only lasts for a minute usually.
Yeah, so I would say you don't have persistent rage, so you can choose to rage again, but no, you're not in the same rage.
Is it a strength check or saving throw?
No, it's a check.
Okay, I'll 9.
Okay, you strain, and the grandfather clock does not move.
Well,
Can I
now
help
I'm
him?
gonna go into a rage and
Can I help
pick
him?
it up.
Well, he already rolled. You can try to roll yourself, but you can't help him. He already rolled.
Okay.
I would like to
Strength save?
investigate the grandfather clock.
Is it a strength save?
No, it's a
Check.
check.
Okay. 14.
14. You do a little better, but this thing ain't moving. So, Jess, you wanted to investigate?
Yes, I'm looking for hidden pokies.
Go ahead.
I'm rolling shit. I'm rolling shit.
The grandfather clock is not moving. It's broken. It's not a functional grandfather clock.
Can I
What time is it set on?
Right now it's set on let's say 7:15.
are the little 3 thingies on the very bottom, or are they at the top?
3 pennies? What?
Thingies.
The weights?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about grandfather clocks to know if that means anything.
If they're all the way at the bottom, it's not. That could be why it's not working.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I wind them
Well,
back up.
Actually, yeah. Okay, fine. You wind them back up and nothing happens.
Oh, and then I move the thing on the back.
The back of the grandfather clock is up against the wall. You can't get to the back
there's
of it.
a little.
Wait. I open it and try and push open the back, or see if the back will come undone in some way inside.
Okay, wait. So Blake, you flip the switch and still nothing happens. It seems like there's something about this grandfather clock that's not working. Something else that you can't see. And so, Salas, you said you wanted to open the grandfather clock?
Yeah, I'm opening it and I'm gonna push through the back and see if I can get the back to move.
Okay. Are you
Like a
pushing
closet.
with strength? Are you pushing with strength, or are you just like pushing like a door?
Like a door.
Okay, it does not move.
Can one of you punch this, please?
He Russ immediately brings out his axe and just swings on the back of it.
Hey, well, that's with disadvantage.
Why?
Because it's at the back of a grandfather clock. How are you going to hit it with a hammer? You're going to hit the sides.
It's an axe.
How are you going to hit it?
I thought it was on the inside.
No, she's talking about the interior of the back wall of the grandfather clock. Yes, inside. Yeah. So how are you going to hit that with an axe without hitting the sides?
You could uppercut it like a golf club. That would get into the back.
It up and went in it.
There is a clue in this room that you guys are missing. I'll tell you that. There's something in this room that you guys have not done.
I got natural 1 on perception. I have no idea of what's to do or what's about.
I'm gonna perceive.
I think I'm just checking out the sparkles that Silas can make.
17 for perception.
Okay, so you're kind of walking around the room trying to see things, and I'll say you notice 2 things. The first thing, since nobody's asked about what the painting is. The painting seems to be sort of a Renaissance picture. It looks really out of place for this place, but it's very particularly some sort of doctor or healer looking person on one side with his medical bag, and it looks like the other person has a really swollen jowl and has both of his hands up against his bottom teeth, and his face is just in a pain of absolute agony. You'll also notice that the floor in this place is wooden, but the pieces of wood look somewhat particular. Like there's a specific pattern that keeps repeating over and over and over again on this floor. You can't make out what it is just yet, but there's some sort of pattern on the floor.
Can Rest attempt to investigate?
Investigate what?
Probably
just everything.
I would relay.
Try to figure out the pattern.
I relay.
Yeah, so you tell us, because otherwise I'm still gonna be focused on the grandfather clock.
Yeah, I would tell you guys the information.
Listen, Rust. uses crayons a lot. He probably draws a lot of patterns.
Okay. That's the weirdest way I have ever seen somebody say that they recognize patterns easily.
What a justification.
So, are you saying that you're
Ooh,
investigating and
a
looking for?
It's
For
a
19, that's 20 minus one. Okay. Okay. I will say that the floor in this place, like I said, is wood, and it's those kind of overlapping wooden planks that you see. You know, nowadays they have just the tile that looks like the wooden planks, but back in the old days they actually did that. Yeah. So you can see that the nails in this place, instead of being put at the edges of the board, seem to be just put like in a straight line, regardless of where that actually lines up on the piece of wood. And the first one you see has 3 nails in a line on the same piece of wood. On the next piece of wood, it has 2 nails, and then it skips the next piece of wood.
Wait,
And then it repeats again.
say it
Wait.
again.
So
So
if you were to see
3
it, if you see a piece of wood with 3 nails in it, you then see a piece of wood with 2 nails in it, and then it completely skips a piece of wood and then starts the process all over again.
3, 2, 3, 2.
There's no
It
other
could
like
be
piece of
referencing
wood.
to the hands on the clock.
What do you put them to?
Oh,
So we need to figure out what time this 3-2 is referencing to. How many times does the pattern repeat?
I mean, I mean, if you want to move all the boxes, you can check, but
So
basically
it's
everywhere
like
you can
more than
see.
3 times.
I want to set
Yeah,
it to 302. I want to set it to 302.
Okay, you set it to 302,
What happened?
and then what do you do?
The
I mean,
lever?
you don't hear anything.
There was
Does
a
it-
lever.
Make
right?
the clock go click clock. You put the pendulum, make it go back and forth.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
move the pendulum,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and nothing happens.
Does the clock itself, are we able to move it now?
You can push, but yeah, nothing happens. It seems like that's not the right answer.
Maybe the third plank's a 0, so it's 320.
Salis is gonna sit down and go and start digging through her bag.
Can I try changing
Okay.
the dial to 320?
Change it to 320. Do you move the pendulum?
I'll try that if I don't hear anything.
Nothing.
And still can't shift it.
Nope. There's something about that painting and those numbers.
Can you describe the painting again?
Sure. It is of 2 men. One of them looks to be some sort of doctor or healer or something like that, and the other one seems to be in having a terribly horrible toothache.
oh, I changed it to 230.
Do you move the pendulum?
Yeah, yeah.
The door opens.
Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Wait, what did he do?
You changed it to 230.
Yeah.
230.
230.
God damn it.
That's
I
awesome.
don't get it.
Tooth hurty because the guy's holding his teeth because it hurts.
Okay,
Oh.
so you guys
I hate
you
you,
guys
Sprex.
open the door.
I hate you.
Brill.
You go in, and there is you go in, you push the pendulum, and the back door creaks open, and inside there is a tunnel. The tunnel is completely black, completely dark. Looks like just big enough for somebody to kind of crawl through, or not crawl through, but like punch over. You could probably kind of run through it, but it's like Igor running, kind of, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm definitely
Sure.
going down there, and I have dark vision. So
I'll go
Same here.
first.
no, you will not. I'm going
Well,
first.
Okay, I'll go second.
Anyone able to cast light or
Oh,
anything? Otherwise, I'll pull out the torch.
I cast light. Despite I have dark vision, I'll cast light on someone who doesn't have dark
Well,
vision.
you can cast it on the sword.
Yeah, I'll
and then my
cast on your
sword,
sword. and then I
Awesome.
run into the
No,
tunnel.
guys, come on. Stealth. Any kind of hint of stealth, please.
Yeah, I'll stay. What? How far does the light go? Is it 10 foot?
Let me check.
I feel very proud for figuring that out.
Good job. I was
20-foot
100%
radius.
sure
I'll
that it
stay
was gonna
20
be
foot
Grizz.
back from the rest of the group.
I can follow since I have dark vision.
Yeah, I'll let the group go forward with their dark vision, and I'll follow, but 20 foot back with the light.
Okay, so sorry, so Salas, you're in the lead, correct?
Yeah.
And okay, so as you guys are going through, this tunnel is pretty much a straight shot for a while, but probably about maybe 100 feet or so. It's not a super long tunnel. About 100 feet or so, you start seeing the end, just a dead slab. Like, it's just the end. There's just rock everywhere all around you. You could see it. The end is probably about 20 or so feet away from you.
Did we need to roll stealth?
Were you being stealthy?
I am.
Yeah.
Then go ahead.
Yeah, I got heavy armor.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
what you need to say in
17.
that fucking back.
Okay, give me 1
4.
second.
Shoot. 18.
So, are you, Salas, are you, like, leaving everybody in the dust?
I'm trying to creep ahead so that I can scout things out. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't like
so I will say that you start hearing voices. What languages do you speak?
I speak a lot. What languages are they in? Why can't I? I know more than that, but that's the ones that I have right here.
Okay,
Plus these
that's
can-
fine. That's fine. You hear in Elvish a woman say, "Was that the door?" And then you hear a dwarven man go, "Shh, they can't see us."
So
And
would
it-
you say I managed to get one of my eyelashes on? Because that's what I was trying to do in there for that puzzle.
One of your eyelashes? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't know how long it takes to put on eyelashes, but yeah, sure.
Because
She was doing it. She was doing it while Rust was solving the,
yeah,
looking at the
Yeah.
floor.
because I was putting on my revealing lashes. So while squinting with that eye, all checks requiring sight, you are able to see a glowing outline around invisible creatures and objects.
Okay, then you definitely see what appears to be two humanoids, one of a medium or kind of a small stature and one of a regular normal stature, just kind of huddled together, holding really closely, just over in the corner, just looking very, very intently at the door, but they don't seem to see you. They like,
They don't
I'll
see
say
me?
that as you perceive them, I'll say that as you see them, like they're not holding weapons, they're not wearing armor, they seem to be really sort of just kind of hiding.
I want to come up behind them and let
Oh,
them
their backs
solve-
are God. Okay. Okay, that's a, what is that, charisma save for both of them? I think I might have these two. Oops, not that one. I think I might have these on Whisper, but I'll let you know. Let's see. Norwood got an 11. And Gwenda got a 19.
Well, Gwenda's immune anyway. She's
That's
already
right, because she already, right. So Norwood is definitely charmed. But he has
And-
no idea what he's charmed by. He's just charmed by his smell.
And I'm gonna Oh fuck. Okay. I'm so nervous about this. So okay, actually no. You know what? I want to do resting bitch face on Glenda.
Oh, okay. Hey, go ahead and put that in chat.
Do you want me to put the thing in this here?
I'm making eye contact with any creature that has eyes. They gain the petrified condition. All right, so this is the one that happens automatically with no save, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. So they still don't see you. I would say that you somehow find a way to gain eye contact with Gwenda, and they're just
Well, no,
kind of
'cause
hugging.
At that point, I would turn her around.
You would just grab her.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were in this like scared, loving embrace. And you just grab her by the shoulders and just rip her around and put her like forehead to forehead, nose to nose, and just look her dead in the eyes. And she has this look of utter horror on her face as she gets frozen solid in this just horrendous gasping visage. And Norwood, who was holding on to her, now just sees her turn around and now become frozen, and he is now spooked the shit out.
But can he see her if they're invisible?
Yeah, they can see each other. Oh, wait, actually, since you're petrified, the invisibility spell would probably be dropped because it's concentration. So they are no longer invisible, both of them.
Nice. Okay.
At this point, would me and Rook? Sorry. Me
Yeah,
and the
I would say so.
Yeah, me and the barbarian.
Yeah, I would say so.
Just poke around the corner.
Yeah, I would say that you guys all see this now.
Can I put the Miranda manacles on them?
On the stone statue?
Yes, do it. Yes, actually, yes. Do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put one half on the guy and the other half on the stone statue.
Wait, what?
She'll be fine in a minute. Listen, okay. So, she's gonna turn to Norwood and be like, "How do we get out of here?"
We come out the way we came. What did you
Why
do
were
to
you hiding?
her?
Why were you hiding back here?
Look at what the fuck you did. Why do you think I'm hiding?
You stabbed me. I don't like being stabbed. Why are you
I didn't
hiding?
stab you. I didn't stab you. I didn't stab you.
Well, your
I didn't
girlfriend did.
stab
I was
you.
just trying to get married, and your girlfriend stabbed me, and I don't appreciate it. Okay.
She didn't stab you either. She was on the other side of the room. It was the lackeys that stabbed you.
Okay, they work for you.
It doesn't mean it was me.
Then who was it?
It was the lackeys.
Okay,
They
what are
stabbed
they
you.
lackeys for?
I want to see my lawyer.
He's charmed by me.
Mom, take me in.
I guess I'll just pick him and the statue up.
Because he's charmed, would she be able to do a persuasion or intimidation check with advantage? Is that one?
Yes.
I'm not giving you that in order to get him to talk.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll say that you can make a persuasion check, but yeah, fine. Make a persuasion check.
With advantage or regular?
Yeah, with advantage.
Petrified his wife. Might work.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
I don't think you needed
golly.
it.
Nope, doesn't work. Okay, so for the sake of time, because we're pretty much running out of time, I'll say that he tells you, or you eventually find out through the process of interrogating him and whatnot, that they have a secret brewery just outside of town. And they are the ones that have been doing the dragon skin. The wife is the one who's been in charge of making it, and then the husband has been in charge of distributing. That's basically why they've been able to have such a good business without really all that many customers. Because, I mean, no customers came in during the time that you guys were in there. So it's not like they're super busy. It's kind of like the whole mattress firm thing. Have you guys heard about that?
Yeah, the
Yeah?
mafia.
Okay.
Registered mafia.
Yeah. Okay. So Yeah. So basically, they eventually come down quietly. You know, they've told you that. Is there anything else you guys need to know?
No.
Can we still use your place for the wedding?
He flips you off.
Oh,
Um,
wait, aren't the Miranda monocles supposed to make them compliant?
Oh wait, who are you doing it to though?
both of
I've
them.
one, yeah, both.
You can't. No, I don't know. You manacle one of them unless
Okay,
or
then
it doesn't
I'll
do
do
the
the-
effects.
Then I'll do the one that's not petrified.
Well, she's only petrified for 2 minutes, and she's the one who like had people stab us. So I would rather her be fucking
What
Yeah,
about
but she's
men? Don't
probably-
we have manacles of our own?
Yeah, I mean, you guys all have manacles.
Then
Yeah,
I would
but
manacle the other
Tope-
one.
Wait, if I do bedroom eyes on him while he's charmed, would I have advantage?
if you
already
what?
had advantage.
If I do bedroom eyes on him while he's charmed, would I have advantage?
You already have advantage because he's charmed.
Okay, but I'm asking. Bedroom eyes is an attack. It's not a charisma thing. Or okay, let me put it this
You
way.
can't have more advantage than advantage. What are you asking for?
No.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, charm doesn't help with attack though.
I'm asking
So-
can I increase the DC for bedroom eyes? Because
You're
that
just trying.
that would paralyze her for 24 hours.
Sure.
Goodness.
It's time. Yeah, sure.
Then yeah, I do that.
That's so long.
I mean, I can undo it if I need to. And
Okay.
I have some I carry some stuff around with me specifically for that purpose because like stuff happens, you know.
Well, with the manacles on the guy and they're paralyzed, that's easy enough to get them back to the precinct and in separate cells.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So they make it back to the cells. Is there anything you
Before
guys
we
wanna do on
leave,
the way
do we
there?
find any magical items that
Are you going to do that?
Wait, I have
Last-
an idea for some items.
last
I
one
want.
out the door?
What was that, Jess?
I said I have an idea for some items I want. Hold on, there was like a ring of darkness or something that I was looking at earlier.
So I'm not going to be the DM for the next campaign, probably. So don't just get a Vorpal sword and then go to the next DM and go, "Hey, I have a Vorpal sword." Like, you gotta make that with them. You got to talk to them about that.
Being a realm cop doesn't pay well. You're not immune to corruption.
So you
Ooh,
guys get.
I do give Core the birthday card.
Oh yeah, can we go to the next day where we're celebrating Cora's birthday? Her surprise party? His surprise
Are
party?
you going to tell those two that the whole wedding and love thing wasn't real?
They have not brought it up to me, so
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because Rust is still in love with you.
And Coral been spending the last night after the investigation and at your fucking wedding at her own house.
Wait, charm only lasts for an hour, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So Tobin, you're no longer charmed
Rust
by
wasn't
her.
charged.
It wasn't
Oh.
charmed though. It was.
Oh,
We
it was just
her
infected.
deception.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
failed against
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I absolutely want to play through this.
I just want to say before you guys go to his house tomorrow, he has decked out his whole house just for like a wedding reception, basically.
Oh my god.
That's really deep
So we go to arrest them and we're booking them. And she's shooting the shit with Silas, I guess. So then what?
Paperwork.
I mean, okay.
I mean, are you asking me?
Well, you or like if anybody, you know, because you guys were saying, well, what about the wedding? What about the wedding? She's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, if we want to RP what happens next, or if we want to skip forward to the birthday, I'm fine with either of those.
it's
I
up
just
to you
thought
guys.
Rust would actually want to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
So if we are having to do paperwork, could have like the next day, could Rust have spent the rest of the day that we arrested people finding like a minister and people and 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 have the precinct like set up for a wedding.
I think Core would inform you that you can use his house as a
Oh, okay, yeah.
reception area.
Then we'll like have Core's birthday party as like a front, and then
It's more
have
of your guys' wedding than his birthday party at this point.
Yeah, well, because we were gonna throw Cora a surprise birthday party, but you're too dumb and you forgot that. So
I would say though, I think Rusk would know one of the things that Core did for their wedding party is he used his own birthday cake he made for himself to use as your wedding cake.
Oh,
no, there's gonna be two cakes.
oh.
There's
I
gonna be
hope
two
you
cakes.
feel guilty.
He's like slashed out.
Yeah, he actually took out the whole part of saying happy birthday to me, and then he took it out and just covered it with frosting.
No, you do that bit where the frosting is crossing out the birthday and then writing wedding under.
Yeah.
Happy wedding.
I've got it. Okay. So so Silas and Salas are coming. They're bringing Cora, and Cora thinks it's like, hey, surprise, here's your wedding. But then we are being like, oh, surprise, here's your birthday. And so we're getting to Cora's house.
His house is decked out to be for your wedding.
But we have
we think, yeah, unless it specifically says wedding, we think it's a birthday party, so we'll all be celebrating there for different reasons until the minister shows up.
and we have brought you a birthday cake because we did make you a birthday cake.
Is the big chief invited?
Well, Core
The whole
means
precinct.
that they made their own birthday cake, so we'll have 2 cakes.
Yeah. So we'll have 2 cakes. But Salas is using the wedding as like, oh yeah, we're doing it for the wedding, totally, but then it's actually secretly your birthday. And then it's like, surprise, it's your birthday. Is what they're doing.
So is Sal's not going to go through with the wedding?
I mean, we'll see. We'll RP that.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying right now we are. Oh God, the moon is big. I'm saying right now we are getting like Salas is bringing Core to the house, and Core is like wedding time, and Salas is like, okay, everybody get ready because surprise birthday time.
Okay, let's RP it then.
okay, I guess I'm walking with Salas to the door.
Yes. And Salas is gonna be like, oh my God, thank you so much for putting on this wedding for us. We appreciate it so much.
That's great, and he's still holding up the 7 wanted posters used as his list, and he's like, I think, when's your wedding gonna happen?
Oh well, I mean, today, right? I thought we were doing it here.
I know, but like, isn't it gonna happen in an hour?
I don't know. You know, let's go see how things are going. Make sure everything's proceeding according to plan.
Okay. And I guess we reached the house at this point, and he would open the door.
If we've discussed that we're going to be doing this as a surprise birthday party, Bran probably would have invited others from the precinct if they would have wanted to come for the party as well. And were we planning it as a surprise for when Core came in, Salas?
Yes.
Yeah, so anybody else in the precinct that would have wanted to come would be inside waiting as well.
Are you doing the thing where you're like hiding behind the couches and stuff?
Yes, that was
Yeah, yeah. The whole like
You
proper
have
surprise.
So,
Did you
so
have-
the police chief is he's not going to hide, but he's just going to like fold his arms and just go around a corner. he's not
Like
invested
Brooklyn
in this.
Nine-Nine with the captain.
I guess at this point we open the door.
Wait, what?
Surprise! Surprise!
Surprise!
I don't know if they'll have
Surprise.
streamers, so they're just throwing. Like they happen to find some confetti there, so they're just throwing it.
No, they
don't
just
know what it's-
what we did was we got the new wanted posters and tore them into
tore
confetti.
them into shreds.
And then out of her hair, Salas will pull the secret birthday cake for.
God. Is it like Mary Poppins?
And she'll be like, it's a bag of holding, but it's her hair. And she goes, "Happy birthday!"
I don't understand.
Everybody
should be
cheers
your
happy
day.
birthday.
This should be your. I even prepared the spell for you.
Okay, but it's your birthday. That's we've been planning your birthday for all week.
Rust is wearing a tux.
I mean, it's great, but we still have to prepare for your wedding and all within an hour.
She crosses her arms and looks at Core and is like, "Will you be upset if I don't?"
I mean, I spent all night planning all of this. I made all the food beforehand.
Is it like really nicely decorated? and
Yes.
everything? Have you made an archway for where they'd get married with the minister
Yes.
out in the garden?
All right. And she puts her hand up and she goes, "Look, I know when I'm beaten. I've been here before." And she goes, "All right, let me get ready." And then she goes to the away from visual eyes to change. Feel free to RP while I'm changing.
Kim, so did we get our money back from the people we arrested? Because I gave them like 200 gold.
So I will say, you guys have already known this. So Gwenda was a actually fairly powerful mage. She was casting invisibility on herself as well as Norwood at the same time. She actually was one of those people on the FBI list. She was the half-elf who had, for the last 6 years, been altering herself in order to be a human. So you guys got the reward of 7,500 gold pieces.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Which I'll say that you guys can split evenly from all of you, which would be 1,500 each.
I probably
like
spent all that on this fucking wedding reception.
Oh, how much would it be for? Okay, tell me how much it is, because I'm gonna pay for it anyways. But Russ did go out and buy an actual wedding band for the gem instead of a donut one.
Oh.
I need you to stop. This is adorable.
Everybody
Okay.
else there with me as well, and the rest from the precinct are starting to look a bit confused, starting to notice that you got the wedding stuff there, and I don't know if they've seen the ring that Rust has got, but they're all here thinking it's just a birthday party.
So I'll say that you can choose like how good of a band you want. I'll say you could probably get one set for at cheapest maybe 100 gold, but you can certainly go way up further than that on your luxury scale.
I'm gonna spend 500 on a better one. I don't know how much
Okay.
the wedding bands are.
Do you inscribe it with anything?
Huh.
Any words of love? Well, because of your
think-
intelligence, when you said it to him, it's literally words of love.
Is
I
it
think-
written in backwards letters? Is it in cursive?
No, what probably happened was he was gonna put her name on it, but got confused and put her brother's name on it.
Oh,
I love that. Amazing.
And then
Or did you
Russ
like
is-
just put them both? Did you just put them both and just share the S because you didn't know which one was right?
Yeah, both the S's are capitalized on both ends. And then he's gonna go up to Brand. Brand, would you like to be my best man?
well, this is going ahead. Of course, of course. If this is going ahead, I'll be an honor.
And then I also think Russ thinks you need to get the best man ring. So he also got Brand just the wedding, a separate wedding band thing, ring band.
No, so
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the joke because Grizz is not here.
Wait,
he is doing the music, I would say, and he has a sign above him that says wedding band.
Okay.
Wait, is there a minister or a priest for this? Did someone hired one?
I thought
Yeah,
you were.
Russ said he did.
Or
I guess
is the
I can
police
count as
chief
one.
doing it?
I have a spell. I'm also a cleric.
So Russ, this other ring, do you want me to present this to you during the ceremony to pass over?
Are you talking about the new one with the gem or the best?
No, the extra one that you've given to me.
No, this is the best man ring.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing, but thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know what finger to put it on, so I'm just going to put it on the index finger. Does
Ooh,
it fit?
Do we have a police dog?
Oh no, that's so cute.
Do we have a police dog?
Yeah.
You gotta say yes now.
I was trying to think of something fantasy, like what would be a police dog in fantasy
Cerebus.
terms?
Or police manicore? So you can either have a 3-headed puppy or a police manicore or police peacock.
I like the 3-headed puppy.
Sure.
I want to get this right. The two are wedded that are Russ and
Salus.
okay.
Can we say
Don't
Russ?
accidentally marry the wrong people.
Can we say we trained the police dog to bring the wedding rings up?
Roll
the
Animal
handling.
handling
You
check.
just tied the wedding rings to the collar. with a
Animal
little,
handling
fancy
check.
bow.
Oh no!
Can I help him
It's a
if I see him
13.
doing it? That's
Oops,
all right.
accidentally rolled at advantage, but it doesn't matter.
Are we doing the ceremony now,
I guess.
or is this just you training?
Well, I assumed it would be the day before.
Okay,
That he was
so
trying to
this is the
train
day
him.
before. You feel relatively confident that he's got a good shot.
Do I need to roll again to practice again? For, like, the
You've already
morning?
rolled. That's your
Oh.
practice, my friend. We'll see.
Okay, I'm ready when you guys are.
All right. I guess do we all set up in the positions?
Do what now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all set up in the position.
Do we need to roll initiative for the wedding?
Roll
That'll
performance.
be the next. That'll be the next campaign, the ambushed wedding.
Oh, that could actually
Yeah.
be a really one shot.
That could be good.
Yeah, I'm
Our
totally
new
okay with
characters break up this wedding.
I'm totally okay with pausing it here.
Okay, but if we are we gonna pause it here?
I think it could make it fun and entertaining for something along that lines for the next one.
It,
The next
it
one.
would be a nice idea for the next DM. Yeah, I think this might be a good spot
Okay,
to
if
change.
that's the case, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. I made her wedding dress. I made her. This is. It's very nice.
You guys want to end it now?
Aw. Ooh, my goodness.
Oh.
Those ballet slippers?
I don't know.
They look like fingernails on the bottom of your legs.
Don't insult me on this, the day of my wedding.
I'm emotional, damn it.
I just love how this has all come from the roll of 69 and finding some chairs.
Can't believe you're
it was
insulting my.
It was
Can't believe you're
literally
insulting
because
my
we were
wife like
trying to
that.
throw a surprise birthday party for Cora, and everyone is just a disaster.
But yeah, I fell asleep, and then there was that whole big ordeal. And I don't even know how it came about of you saying, I can't remember.
Because I was trying to hand Salus the birthday card.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then since he failed on his insight, he decided to propose.
You just fell in love in that one
As you-
instant.
As you do. Oh, we're dating? Okay, let's get married.
Oh my goodness, guys.
This is being
I
brilliant.
even brought a website just to read off what you say. Try to learn.
Keep
Don't
it just
worry,
in
don't
case for the next one shot. You may get halfway through before it's interrupted.
Yeah, so for the next one shot, you can definitely be the officiant for the wedding that gets interrupted.
I'll be sure to prepare to celebrate the
The vows. Yeah, you've got a few weeks to write your own vows.
Oh crap! I got to figure out a best man speech.
I just want to say when this is done, it's official because the spell makes it that you
Yeah, the ceremony spell you have, isn't it?
yeah the ceremony makes you married forever.
I just want to
Okay.
say, y'all don't know that Salas isn't married. She's a spy.
Now you're tied down.
Oh, you're married already?
You don't know that.
Oh well. The rest doesn't know.
Rest will share.
Did you see what I did?
Unless
with the
he
guy that
rages.
was just looking at her.
Yeah.
He's not good at that.
the best kind of husband, the one that will beat up all the guys for you.
The one that will
Yeah.
tase him and after him.
Okay, I think it's time to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kick out Craig.
Oh, that was fantastic, guys.
That went places that I didn't even think would happen. I couldn't even imagine that happening.
You think you were surprised?